Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Rees and welcome to a very special RuneScape 3 live stream. Today we are here with Johnny Ruun, my character that I created to return and explore the world of Gielinor since I haven't played the main game in about, what have we determined? Was it 16 years at this point, basically? I think, yeah, 15 years. 2011 to 2016, or 2026. It's 2026 here, people, so we are back. And before we really get into it, you might have already noticed, but the character of Johnny Ruun is a lot further along now in this stream than he has been during the videos. You can see from the stats over here, you can see from the quest completion screen that a lot has happened. And let me actually, you know what, I forgot, we need to do our sound check. The quest completion screen, that is the sound. It is working just fine. I wanted to verify that. Let me check my stream settings as well and make sure that they are all correct indeed. Yes, all right. I had to, it doesn't matter. I had to make some tweaks to the setup to get RuneScape to work. But I have recorded basically twice as much content as has been released right now. So I wanted to stream this. I thought it'd be fun, but I knew that we'd be getting a little out of order. So what we're doing with this, we're going to, I'm offline, apparently, according to YouTube. You're offline, check your connection and try again. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me be right back. That didn't work at all. Are we good? That happens sometimes. I'm starting to think maybe we just have like a bad Ethernet cable. I hadn't considered that until now. It is one of the ones that I made. Well, probably one of the first ones I made when I bought my little crimping set. And I was struggling with little bitty wires. So might ought to consider making a new one or just maybe buying one, like a real one, and seeing if that resolves some of our problems with the network connection on the capture system. It's a thing to consider, might be a good idea. But where was I? What was I saying? Oh yeah, so we're a little bit further ahead right now with where we are, but I wanted to do a live stream. So we're recording this locally in addition to streaming it, and what we do today will be edited down into a video. So with that in mind, what I'm going to do is as soon as the stream is ended, it'll be up on Kick and it'll be up on Twitch, but I'm actually going to set the stream itself on YouTube to members only, and I'm going to leave it at members only until I have edited it down into an episode and is released in order with all of the other ones that have been recorded. So once that is done, I'll set the video to unlisted and link it in the description of the video. So if while watching the video, you decide you want to go watch the raw live stream, you'll have that ability. Alternatively, if you're watching live on YouTube, you can go to either the kick.howdyfolks.net or twitch.howdyfolks.net and just watch the VOD there if it means that much to you, if you can't stick around for the whole stream. So hopefully all of that made sense. And as for what we're doing today, I've been going through a list of options. Obviously, we're going to be questing. We're going to just disregard Johnny Ruun's outfit. We're going to disregard the quest log. We're going to disregard the stats, okay? Just accept that you are watching the future. You, like Johnny Ruun, that time that he went through a time rift and ended up in the 6th age, you have also now time traveled into the future, and you're getting a glimpse at Johnny Ruun's future progress, his future progression. Let's all just say, all right, and carry on with that, all right? So, having a look at what we've got here, I was trying to pick out which quests we're going to do, and I figured we would do one that was maybe a little set apart from everything else that's going on, because there's a ton of great choices here, including some that I actually know, but there's a lot that I don't. Like, I don't know what's going on in Beneath Cursed Tides. Talk to the wizard Myrtle at the fountains in front of the wizard's tower. I don't know what that's about. I have no clue. No idea what's going on there. Chef's assistant. Well, that sounds like cook's assistant. Requires us to talk to the head chef in the cooking guild. I wouldn't mind going to the cooking guild, so we might do that one as well. We might do that one right now, actually. I'm pretty sure I have a chef's hat. But the one I was looking at that we might do today, not missing presumed death. That one is off the table. Myths of the White Lands looks like it could be a fun time. But the one in particular that I was intrigued by was a shadow over Ashdale. Talk to Gudrick on the docks of Port Sarum. Ambiguous age. We have to deal with enemies with life points and attacks that scale to your level. We've done that many times. We can continue to do that. We're not too worried about it. I say many times, I think once. We've done it once. That one intrigues me just by the title. A shadow over Ashdale reminds me of a shadow over Innsmouth, which is a Lovecraft story, and a great one at that. Very intriguing. Lots of intrigue there. I'm just gonna keep saying intrigue. So I think we will start though with Chef's Assistant because it's a short to medium. It gets us access. We can already just go to the Cooking Guild, but if we're gonna go to the Chef's Guild today, is it the Chef's Guild or is it the Cooking Guild? It is literally called the Cooking Guild. If we're gonna go there at some point in the future, actually, it would have been great for a grind I'd been doing recently because, spoilers for future episodes, I've been in the Edgeville dungeon, and there's an exit right here, and there's a bank inside of the Cook's Guild, and that is such a shorter walk between what I was doing, which was either running up to the GE or running down to this bank. And even though this bank I think is technically closer in terms of raw squares or tiles walked, I was going up to the Grand Exchange because I could sell the iron helmets, steel helmets I was getting for them. Just a little bit of scratch, a little bit of cash. So I was making that run, and it wasn't too bad. And that got us up to level 50 combat stats, right? All of our melee stats, I should say, attack, strength, and defense. So, but it would have been nice. Would have been nice, all right? So, Lovecraft sounding title, aren't you clever? Don't mock me. Don't... Don't you mock me, all right? Yes, it's Lovecraftian, a shadow over Ashdale. Sounds vaguely similar to a shadow over Innsmouth. So, very Lovecraftian inspired. Watch it just not be Lovecraftian. Watch it be a quest about a cat. We should probably bring our cat with us. There's a non-zero chance that will be what it's about, because this is RuneScape, and they like to bring cats up in random quests. Every so often, well, actually, now that I think about it, a lot of quests, they actually make sense. I was gonna say when you go to, oh shoot, you know what? You can't even look at it because they've cut everything off down here. This looks very different, the layout of this, than it does in OSRS. A lot more going on over here these days. I can't wait to get over here. I was gonna say, no, this kind of makes sense if you kind of look at that part of the world in the real world and their veneration for cats and sort of like Egypt in particular. It makes sense your cat would be involved over here, and then rat catchers, you would have a cat. So maybe they don't really pull cats out of a hat all that often. I take it back. Their use of cat, but shadow over in Innsmouth, Ashdale having a cat would be a surprise. Not mockery. Okay. Well, thank you then. In that case, I appreciate it. Also, welcome to the stream, by the way. Westeen, welcome. We are going to go very quickly, though, do Chef's Assistant. Not because I think it has great rewards. I don't know. I don't want to spoil that. But it just seems like it'll be fun. Now, in order to get into the Cooking Guild, we either have to have a chef's hat, which we do. You might be able to get away with an apron as well. But we're just going to bring the hat. And currently, we have our headgear turned off. But I feel like we should have it turned on for this if we're going into the Cooking Guild. That just seems right to me. So give me a moment while I try to remember which button it is, or we use to get in there. Right there. Appearance. No, wardrobe. That's the one. Clear customization, apply. There we go. Oh, what an absolute unit here, Johnny Ruun. In a hat that is far too large for his head. It is hovering around the periphery. This is made for people with hair. This is made for hair havers. This is not a hat made for the baldies. We need to get a small version. It's just larger than Johnny Ruun's entire head. That is absolutely magical. All right, well, let's get over there and we'll see what is involved in this. I'm wondering if Edgeville would be a faster teleport in order to get to this place, as opposed to Varrock, because we'd have to run up and over, as opposed to... it looks like they'd actually be very, very close. We'll go ahead and do Varrock. We can just do it from this screen. We'll head to Varrock first. We'll knock this one out. and then we'll go do a shadow over Ashdale and see what is involved there. So Johnny Ruun is ready to become a chef. He's helped out a cook one time, and he has a very high opinion of himself after that. Johnny Ruun is of the opinion that he's basically qualified to now cook cakes for the Duke of Lumbridge, right? If he gathered the ingredients, and also, you know, he's gotten his levels up. He's been cooking, well, I can't say he's got like 46. He's not been doing very complex meals though, right? Johnny Ruun has been cooking almost nothing but fish. And I'm not saying cooking fish is easy. Depending on the type of fish, it might be very difficult. It might be very risky. You might have like a puffer fish that's got that poison pouch in it that'll kill you if you cook it up wrong. So it can be very challenging. But cooking fish is a little bit different than cooking a complex pastry. Like, heaven forbid Johnny Ruun attempt to cook like a gourmet Pop-Tart from scratch. And I don't mean that he gets a box and he cracks it open and he rips open the foil and he gets a Pop-Tart out. I mean, he starts with the dough and he rolls it and he makes his own sort of jam or jelly for the inside, and then he folds it all together and he makes a delicious icing. No, I'm saying that is the complexity we're talking about here. Johnny Ruun probably thinks he's capable of that, but if we actually look at cooking, let's see what he's actually qualified for. Well, he's not even a member. So no, he's not making fish pie. He's not making baked potato with butter and cheese is a 47. Bro, what? I think as a child I could make that, but I couldn't make no gosh darn strawberry cream cheese unless you gave me the cream cheese ready to go, okay? I definitely hadn't stopped burning mackerel before I was ready to make a baked potato with butter and cheese. Maybe we ought not be too judgmental of the video game. Apparently making a dragon bitter is easier than that, though. Making butter from scratch is easier than that, though. All right, we're gonna get off of the screen. Shout out, though, to the Roswell in the chat who says that yeah, he's been cooking tuna. Lots of tuna. Tons of tuna. Hopefully we'll have access to our bank in here so we can get some of that tuna. Hello, head chef. Hello and welcome to the Cooking Guild. Is that what the head chef sounds like? Should he sound, I was going to say, should he be Gordon Ramsay? Listen, I can't do a Gordon Ramsay. If you think that that's what makes sense, I've got bad news for you. You're not getting it from me, okay? Gordon Ramsay. I mean, I guess we could say he looks like a donkey, and he kind of does with the hat that doesn't fit. You could say that. No, let's see. Welcome to the cooking. That's like my default voice I use for 90% of the characters in this game. We ought to do something different. What if he was more like, welcome to the Cooking Guild. Only accomplished chefs and cooks are allowed in here. Feel free. Should it be French? Welcome to the Cooking Guild. Only accomplished chefs and cooks are allowed in here. Feel free to use any of our facilities. You have any quests for me? Johnny Ruun! Yes, I have heard good things about you from the cook in Lumbridge Castle. Look, this is what he's wanted his entire life. All that Johnny Ruun has ever desired has been to be recognized as the hero that he is, and he saved the Duke's birthday, he thinks. I think one of the twists for the upcoming quest, Recipe for Disaster, is that was actually just a test. But in Johnny Ruun's mind, he saved Duke Horatio's birthday. He saved the cook from being fired, having his lands and titles stripped, and being beaten and paraded around naked in the streets. Johnny Ruun thinks he's a hero. And now we finally have the head chef of the Cooking Guild telling Johnny Ruun, I have heard good things about you. What he is hearing in his head, when he hears the chef say that he has heard good things about him, what Johnny Ruun hears is, I have heard that you are a hero, a master chef who rescued my friend at the cook at the Lumbridge Castle, and that you are an excellent and gentle lover, and that the women cannot get enough of you. That is what Johnny Ruun hears when he hears this, okay? I want you to understand, there's a bubble of delusion that surrounds Johnny Ruun at all times, where simple things go in, like they cross the barrier, and as they're processed, they are turned into extraordinary compliments. Johnny Ruun does not hear, I've heard good things. Johnny Ruun hears, you are a god among men. We all desire to be you, Johnny Ruun. He was telling me at the latest meeting of the Cook's Apprentices and Kitchen Experts Society that he really helped him out of a pickle with the Duke's birthday cake. Oh, really? That was so long ago. I've forgotten all about that. But anyway, do you have any quests for me? Well, there is something I could use some help with. Go on. It's quite a delicate matter. Can you be discreet? Prob. I mean, that's the honest answer. Johnny Ruun will be parading this story around wherever he goes. It does not matter how complex or how simple this task is. It is going to be the story of a generation when he's done with it. A tale told for eons about how he defeated a living pizza monster or some such nonsense, as Johnny Ruun is prone to delude himself into thinking that he is doing. But let's lie, though. Because Johnny Ruun probably thinks in his mind that he is going to be. This is not a lie. Johnny Ruun genuinely believes that he is the discreet man of the people. Discreet is his middle name. Johnny Discreet Ruun. Absolutely. Oh, great. I knew I could rely on you. All right, talk to the head chef of the cooking guild. Accept. Excellent. Here's the situation. The cooks, apprentices, and kitchen export society are looking for a new leader after the previous one retired. What do you mean retired? It was a incident with a wild pie. Things got a bit messy, and we don't really speak of it anymore, okay? But at least there was no lasting injuries. But enough about that. It would mean the world to me if the world to me to be the next leader of the society. As head chef, I'm always experimenting in the kitchen, working on new recipes, innovating. You sound pretty passionate. Oh, I adore food, combining new flavors, tasting them. Seeing the enjoyment on others' faces as the flavors dance around their tongue, exploding into a crescendo of deliciousness. So this guy is absolutely not saying any of this. Every word he is saying is coming from a rat under that hat right there. I've heard this all before. I have seen Ratatouille, and if this quest does not end up revealing that he actually has a rat in his head, I'm going to be very, very upset. Also, Lucky Lou Dog, what do you mean be right back? You're here right now. Where are you going? What's going on here? What are you going on about? His epic fight against Ham Sandwich and its desert dino minions. Yes, I love that. That you're literally just describing how he made lunch the other day, but it is a tale as old as time for him. It is one of the great epics. It's up there with what's that guy's name? The feller who oh. You're right, it does say that. How long has it said that? Hold on. No, yeah, you're right. Hold on. I'll fix that. Thank you. Lucas, you're an absolute hero. Thank you for helping me get rid of the be right back. That was from earlier when I hit the wrong button on the stream deck. That's embarrassing. I'm cringing. I'm actually blushing right now. That deserves a 100% right there. That was bad. No, yeah, he thinks it's up there with like the story of Luke Skywalker defeating, the Emperor and freeing the galaxy. That time that he made a hand sandwich. Hand slamwich to be specific, and defeated the desert dinos. Absolutely. All right, let's see. It seems. Oh, we already read all of that, didn't we? It's what I live for. Well, it's always nice to meet someone that enjoys their job. Cool story. Can we get on with this? No, let's go with the first one. Oh, it's so much more than just a job. Who wouldn't want to do the things they love every day? But anyway, I digress. I've been working on a new dessert to show off to the other members and convince them that I'm the right man for the job. It's a top secret recipe, something that will change the pudding landscape forever. The recipe will astound and amaze them. Their taste buds, they won't know what's hit them. Okay, well that sounds pretty tasty. Oh, it is! So what is this revolutionary dessert? Are you ready? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Brace yourself. Consider myself braced. Cheesecake! I'm sorry, I think I misheard you. Did you say cheesecake? Cheesecake. Why in Gillinor would anyone put cheese in a cake? And look at his expression. He's flabbergasted by that. He is so perturbed. I'm pretty sure we unlocked the ability to make cheesecake not that long ago, so I don't know why he's acting so shocked. Canonically, I think we could have made cheesecake by this point. Unless you have to do this quest to unlock the ability to make cheesecake, which I hadn't thought about, I will admit. Have you lost your mind? It's not cheese in a cake. It's cheese on some biscuits. Your revolutionary new dessert is cheese and biscuits. No, not cheese and biscuits. Oh dear, you're getting me all flustered. I'm not explaining this very well. Okay, I'm sorry. Take your time. I'll show you how to make it. Then you can experience it for yourself. But here's the problem. I've run out of one of the main ingredients, cream cheese. Again, another thing that we've already unlocked the ability to do. So I'm wondering if it is a case that even though we have the levels, you can only do this after completing the quest. That would make sense to me. Would make perfect sense. That's probably in fact the case, yes. So we got to figure out how to make cream cheese. Would you like me to get some more for you, or you want me to go and get you some, don't you? Let's not be, I mean, we've done this enough for Johnny Ruun to say that, but oh, would you be so kind? The cream cheese I use comes from a cottage dairy run by a lovely couple called Phil and Delphi. They're based in Valado, just north of the Artisan's Workshop. That seems an odd place for dairy. It's not exactly close to any cows. We all have to start somewhere. Anyway, run along and pick up the cream cheese from Phil and Delphi, please. Yes, chef. Is it going to be like a twist reveal that actually the cream cheese is not made of cream cheese or something like that? Oh, we have to be a member to access that content. Well, can I go upstairs? Can I do anything around here? We got a couple of ranges. We got a cake tin and a bowl if we need it, which is fun. So hold on. Oh yeah, climb up. Sure. See what else is further up here. Yeah, okay. We can do all the normal stuff here. Fill the hopper and pull the levers and all of that. Take me all the way back down. Is that the bank booth right there? So I can't get to the bank booth, I assume, unless I'm on this side, and there's not even a person there. So that's funny. Funny little setup they've got here. So really, this place is not useful unless you're a member, and that's a darn shame. Well, let's get to Falador. And we're not going to waste time. We're going to just fast travel there, okay? Because at this point, we've spent enough time trying to read in French. Which is what you're doing when you're doing a fake French accent. Is you're actually genuinely reading in French, in case you guys were confused about that. That's what I was doing. Also, you're replacing a radiator. Oh my goodness. Well, good luck with that, dear Lucky Lou. Good luck with that. You got to keep us posted on how that is progressing. That is not an easy task. Don't, like, spill coolant anywhere or get yourself injured in some fashion. Also, don't drink the antifreeze, all right? I know it looks like a cool, fun color, like something you'd get out of a bottle at a gas station. And you can. You can typically buy antifreeze, and it's in a bottle, and they have it at gas stations. So it is literally something that looks like, yeah. All right, but don't. Please don't. Please, it's not good for you at all right? This must be it. And yeah, they're correct in that there are absolutely no cows around here. So this is confusing. So did he say that these two were like a couple as in like they're in business together? Or are they together romantically? Are they married? Because I'm not going to lie, she's kind of a piece. You know what I mean? She's a dime, man. Or at the very least. Oh no, look at that. Look at that. Look at the form. Oh my good gosh. Let's talk to her first. And hello, you must be Phil and Delphi. That's right. What can we do for you, adventurer? The head chef from Vera Cooking Guild sent me to collect some cream cheese for his special top secret recipe. Oh no! I've said too much! Top secret? Is this his cheesecake recipe by any chance? How did you... He's been working on that recipe for months. He hints about it every Cook's Apprentice and Kitchen Expert Society meeting. Is this a pun? Oh, cake. It is. Cakes, even. C-A-K-E-S. I'm glad we thought about that just then. Good job. Everyone watching, pat yourselves in the back that we figured that out. If you can't reach, just grab a random object off your desk and wield it in your hand and just give yourself a little tap. We figured out the cakes pun. It only took seeing it for the second time. This actually kind of hurts. I'm gonna stop doing it. That's a pretty solid object right there. Yeah. Then he gets blind drunk on short green. What What? Hold on, wait. He hits about it every cook's apprentice and kitchen expert society meeting. Then he gets blind drunk on short green guys? I mean, I know it's a drink. I know it's gotta be a drink, but what is it, like a gnome drink? That's what I know of as short green guys. That's just a strange sentence. Imagine it isn't a drink, though. Imagine it's just actual short green guys that he's getting drunk off of. Just like slurping really strong booze out the and gives all the details to anyone that will listen. By the next day, he's forgotten he's told anyone. Anyway, dearie. Dearie? How old are you? Bro, you don't look old enough to be calling Johnny Ruun dearie. The thing is, like, how old canonically is Johnny Ruun? We know he just got kicked off the island of Tutorial to go out in the world and make his own way. But is he in his 30s? Is he in his 20s? He's bald, but maybe he just shaves his head. Is Johnny Ruun like 16? Does everyone around him view him as is this just like a hot 24-year-old woman who's looking at Johnny Ruun as a child? And Johnny Ruun is like, bro, don't do this to me. Don't put me down like that. I'm a man. I'm in the Wizards Guild. I'm a wizard tower. I'm an adult. Anyway, dearie, you said you wanted cream cheese. I'm afraid we've had to stop production temporarily as our dairy churn's out of action. Oh, shoot, is that it over there? That is the broken dairy churn. We have the ability to repair it. Also, what happened here? This looks like that wasn't intentional. Is the relationship not going well? Do you think they're not getting along like they used to? Do you think maybe she's looking for a way out? Is calling us dearie when she sells dairy her way of trying to, like, ask for assistance? Because we can come back. I mean, look at the size of this sword that I've got here. I'm pretty sure it's larger than your husband. Whatever domestic issues you're having, we can resolve them together, and then I'll show you my room at the Wizard's Tower. That is not actually Johnny Ruun's room. Johnny Ruun's room. He's just confused. Temporarily out of action. We've been filling so many orders for cheesecake, the thing just fell to pieces. You've been making cheesecake? Of course. It's not a secret anymore. And with that loose-lipped drunkard blabbing about it, everyone knows about cheesecake. Plus, it helps to pay the rent. Much more than dairy churning ever will. You wouldn't believe the number of orders we get from the party room over the way. Yeah, Johnny Ruun's not been to the party room yet. He doesn't know about that. I'm worried if Johnny Ruun goes to the party room, Johnny Ruun is going to lose all thread of... Corvette, welcome to the chat. He's going to lose all thread of reality. What's going on? The party room has windows, so the party room is not like I was gonna say a casino, right? Where there's no windows, so you can't see the passage of time. But I'm worried that Johnny Ruun would go into the party room and get so blinded by the thrill of collecting balloons off the floor and getting items out of them that he would blind himself to the world around him, that the passage of time would just occur and Johnny Ruun would lose years of his life and someone else would go defeat Elvarg. So he cannot go to the party room even if they do have free and delicious cheesecakes. I assume they're free. Who's paying for them? They're getting paid to make the... Who is this? Phil? Oh, that's just Phil from the corner. Phil did not like being in the corner, I guess. He used his dark arcane powers to teleport 3 squares over here to be closer to his butcher knife because he sees Johnny Ruun putting the moves on his wife, which is actually a reasonable thing for him to do. We cannot be mad at him for that. Johnny Ruun is flirting with his wife. You know what? I'm sure that it's the law of the land that if a man is flirting with your wife in the Asgardian kingdom, you could probably take a butcher knife to him. But we do again have a sword larger than his body. So I'm not worried about it unless he sneaks up on us. And he is currently behind us next to the broken dairy churn. Now, they're claiming that they just made too much of the cheesecake because that's why the dairy churn broke. But hear me out on this one, everybody. Not only is the dairy churn shattered on the floor in such a way that you could not explain it from being just like overused. That looks like someone picked it up and threw it over there. We also have the knife embedded in this shelf. I think that there are some grim things happening in this house when no one's around to watch. I think that there is good cause for concern about these two. And I'm pinning all the blame on him, but you know what the twist is? The twist is it's all on her, and Johnny Ruun finds that out when he actually does get her back to the Wizard's Tower. And she starts like, just collecting unholy objects and casting like fire spells at him because she's mad at him because he like didn't respond to her magical text messages soon enough. Sorry, what? You wouldn't believe the number of orders we get from the party room over the way. And those dwarven miners just can't get enough of it. First off, dwarven miners, excuse me? My guy, I don't think you can sell cheesecake to miners. That's a dumb joke. There's no real humor in that. That's weak. That's weak sauce. Disregard that. So what do I do about the cream cheese? If you help us repair the dairy churn, we'll show you how to make cream. Oh, this is Delphi. I'm sorry. If you help us repair the dairy churn, we'll show you how to make cream cheese, and then you can take some back to the head chef. Now, there's a joke here about her churning and you know making some cream cheese. No, we're not gonna. This is not that kind of channel. Okay, this is a good wholesome channel. We're not gonna make that joke. But I wanted to make y'all aware that I saw it and recognized it could be made, and you're free to make it in the chat. Okay, sure. What do I need to get? Great. By the looks of it, some basic logs and a steel bar should suffice for the repair. Some basic logs. I'll see what I can do, and a steel bar. Well, I can get a steel bar in less than 30 seconds if I can just get out this door here. Unless they're going to keep me stuck inside of here, which I would certainly hope that they will not. As for basic logs, do they have normal trees that you can actually cut down in this town? I'm sure that, you know, the people of this lovely town will not mind at all if we start cutting down their trees. They grow back so fast. I don't know what the canon explanation for that is, but trees grow back so fast in this world. I'm sure it'll be fine. Go chop down that tree over there. The kind of ash-colored tree. I'm sure it'll give us regular brown wood, because the world is not one made up of logic and reason. We only need, like, a couple of logs. I didn't actually see how many he said we needed. He just said, like, a couple ought to do it, right? Was he specific about that? Using logs and steel bars. Well, one log is called logs. So a steel bar and one log should be log. But when we get over there, if it tells me I need like 3 of them, wouldn't it be better to go ahead and have 3 of them so we can save the effort? I think that would make more sense. Let's just cut this whole tree down. We're also gaining levels, right? Like, we're going to get that up in no time to... It's at 35 right now. We got to get it up to 60 by the end of the month, or I think I'm getting laid off from RuneScape content creation. I was told if we don't have that up to 60 by the end of February. Also, thank you for having me on while doing some thieving training. I appreciate that. We're doing some thieving training too. Johnny Ruun's trying to steal this man's wife. Fix that dairy churn. Wow, that was actually incredibly easy. Can I just start churning? What is needed to make cream cheese? Requirements not met, missing ingredients. So I need to partially complete Chef's Assistant. And apparently also be a RuneScape member, but surely they're going to waive it for this one, right? Let's go talk to Delphi again. I don't care to talk to her husband much. Repair the churn. Can you show me how to make the cream cheese now? Of course. Oh shoot, we're out of milk. Would you be a deer and fetch some for us? Again, would you be a deer? She's definitely viewing Johnny Ruun as a child and not the man of her dreams, the rescuer, the hero. You know, like, I need a hero. It's not him. You know who she'd probably be impressed with is my alt account, the old man Rees account. So, why do you run a dairy churn so far away from any cows? Well, Delphi isn't that fond of the smell of farm animals. Plus, we have a beautiful park right on our doorstep here. Are there cows at that beautiful park? What do you mean by that? Oh, you're just talking about location. It's nice to be able to walk over there. Fair enough. Well, I know where some dairy cows are, and we'll just have to take a little hop, skip, and a jump over to Lumbridge. She didn't mention any being nearby, right? 99% backstab proof? What are you talking about, Harold the Falador? What are you going on about? What are you talking about over there? Was that guy responsible for letting everyone know about Duriel 321? Because if so, he didn't do a good job. Now, there's probably a bucket downstairs. In fact, I almost guarantee you there is. Because I don't have one. We really did only need 1 log, but there's bound to be a bucket in here. Look at this. There's a pot. There's a bowl. There's no bucket. There's absolutely no buckets in here. I was gonna say that looks like a bucket up there, but it's actually not. I don't know what that is. It looks like an error. It doesn't look like it's supposed to be there. No, that is a bucket. It's just not a wooden bucket. That's a metal bucket. Why do you have metal? No one else in this world has metal buckets. I'm pretty sure all the rest of us are still using wooden ones, unless I'm very much wrong. You think there's one in the basement? Actually, it would make a ton of sense for it to be down here. Hold on just a second. Bucket, let's go. Strawberry cream cheese is member knowledge? Oh, I see. You must be a member to understand the concept of combining strawberries and cream cheese. And that makes sense. As a free-to-play member myself, I can't possibly fathom how those two things could go together, but I can almost taste it. It's right on the tip of my tongue, just sort of like a mix of the two. I'm imagining it would be slightly more acidic than you'd want it to be. Which, or like if it was natural strawberries, it would be slightly more acidic than you would think. However, if you actually got like an all-natural one, it would, or sorry, if you actually got like the not natural one, the not organic one, and it's like fake syrup strawberry flavor, that would probably be good. But also, you're probably going to get some sort of horrible like cancer from eating it too much of it. So that's the shame. Also, I don't advise using lead buckets, Lucky Lou. Please don't do that. I cannot advise that. Lead has its place in a lot of places, but buckets isn't. Unless you're not drinking out of them, in which case, I don't. You're a grown adult. Do as you please. Actually, that's the case no matter what you're doing. If you want to drink out of a lead bucket, I don't advise it, but go for it. If you want to sleep next to a nuclear reactor, I don't advise it, but go for it. Am I prepared for the combat changes? No, I'm not. But I don't understand combat as it is now. So I've been talking about this in the series. We're not going to research any of this down here because in a couple of weeks the whole thing's changing, and at that point I'm sure a video will be released being like, hey guys, so here's what's new in combat. That's what every Jagex video sounds like to me. Hey guys, we're going to be talking about the latest changes to combat. So without further ado, here's some mod you've never heard of before because you only watch old school RuneScape update videos. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And one of the mods will tell me in like a soft British accent exactly what to anticipate. The changes will simplify the combat? Good. I'm looking forward to that. Because right now, there's like so many different things down here. And the idea of choosing any of these as opposed to just letting the game figure it out. Like this one's fun. I've been doing this one a lot, just like jumping forward. Only because it looks cool. I don't actually, like, you see the melee damage it does there? I'm like, whatever. I just like zipping across the ground. Everything else just runs auto because I can't be bothered. I simply cannot be bothered. I'm back and I have the milk you needed. Excellent. Just give the milk a good mix in the churn and you'll have delicious cream cheese in no time. That's all there is to it? Well, what did you expect? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're going to be making butter if we're not careful here. Pat of butter, creme cheese. Oh, vanilla cream cheese requires members, as does chocolate cream cheese. And now, I've never considered the concept of a chocolate cream cheese, but I'm considering it now. I'm strongly, I can taste that already. Can y'all taste it? Can y'all taste the concept? Oh, man, I bet that's good. I don't think I want it on a bagel, though. I feel like chocolate cream cheese doesn't belong on a bagel. In a crepe, maybe. Well, now I just want a crepe. I should have done this while I was hungry. That was a bad idea. But at least I'm hyped for dinner now. So let's do the cream cheese. Churn, baby, churn. It's a bit of an involved process, and we're not getting any XP out of it. Never mind, we got 80. I take it all back. There's our cream cheese. Should we talk to them about it? Oh, good. You managed to make the cream cheese. You can take it to the head chef now. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Unfortunately, once again, there's no good place to fast travel to get to the head chef. Unless we can use the Varrock teleport. Can we use the Varrock teleport? Doesn't it take us to, like, the middle of town? Yeah, we can. We've never done a real teleport in this game. Every teleport we shut ourselves in here yet again. Yeah. You can taste the concept. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear from the chat. Thank you. Thank you for getting back to me on that one. I can taste the concept as well. We've never done a proper teleport, so let's go ahead and do that. I have 35 iron kite shields I need to go sell. I've kind of forgot about the fact that I have all of this iron stuff taking up space in my bank. All right. From memory, even though it's not that impressive because we just looked at it, I'm pretty sure that opens up we could also go to Taverley like that, but the Tavelry, listen, let's just go to Varrock. Woo! Lovely. Cast the Varrock teleport spell. That's dropped us right within a running distance of where we need to be, quite a bit closer. Although we did have to spend time going to the bank and extracting it. So why can't I not speak all of a sudden? We've been doing great this entire stream. Flow of words. No issues. I'm spitting bars out here. And now all of a sudden I can barely speak. No, what I was going to say is, I think the time it took us to run to the bank and get that stuff out, we could have just used the the home teleport system. And that would have been fine. All right, head chef. I'm here to talk about chef's assistant. Here's the cream cheese. Wonderful. Oh, that smells so fresh and delicious. Right, we're going to need some additional ingredients. A pot of cream. It just came from a dairy. You could have said sooner. And some biscuits. Sorry, he's supposed to be French, isn't he? If you'd like to make some, you can do so by combining flour and butter to make biscuit dough, then bake in the oven for a few minutes. Oh, and you also need a cake tin. Actually, let me write that down for you. Thanks. I'll be back soon. Do you think that we have all the things we need here? So we need a pot of cream, some biscuits, so flour and butter, and then we bake it. Does he sell any of these things? Were any of these things already here? Didn't we see like a cake tin upstairs earlier? We did. Lovely. Go ahead and get the cake tin, because we didn't have one of those. We don't, at the present moment, have any of the other ingredients, I don't think, in storage. We can go check. Do we want to do this thing properly, or do we want to just go buy all of this at the GE? I was going to say a pot of cream. We probably could get that from the dairy, but can we just get cream by talking to this guy? Do I need to go get milk and churn cream? Is that how involved this is going to end up being? Let's see what goes into a pot of cream. Now, I know that I've got over 3 mil in the bank, but that's 2.7 grand. You don't become a millionaire by dropping 2.7 grand. No, absolutely not. I refuse. We're going back to Lumbridge. We're going to do this ourselves. We have to figure out whether or not there's somewhere else we can do some churning. All right? Because Johnny Ruun's about to churn his own nonsense out here, okay? Not happening. No, we're not going to pay for someone else to have gone through the very menial amount of effort that we're about to go through ourselves. When we can go through it ourselves, and not only that, we gain some experience by doing it. Every time we churn something, we get a little bit of XP that gets us a little step closer to 99. By the way, I appreciate that Lumbridge has these guards here now, but they're not doing the best job. This area is still infested with, like, goblins. And, like, there's this other bridge that you can cross, but there's nothing stopping the goblins from just walking over here and hopping this fence. It's bothering me, okay? It's bothering me. People are buying your bowstrings? Well, that's good. That's the thing. Like, it's okay for us to sell cream cheese. We're entrepreneurs, right? You're selling bowstrings. We could be selling cream cheese or cream, pot of cream or whatever we're supposed to be doing here. That's fine. That's acceptable. That's glorious even. But we're not buying from others. We're self-made out here, okay? That's the Johnny Ruun rules. Unless it is too inconvenient, at which point we will completely and blatantly break and ignore those rules as well. Let's go get some wheat so we can make biscuits in the cake tin. Now, I'm pretty sure this game, in the UK, biscuits and cakes are they are taxed differently. So I don't know how you're making a biscuit in a cake tin. This is getting to like a Jaffa Cake situation right now, where we might have to actually go to court over this in order to determine the proper form of taxation. But now let's head back over to, actually, ooh, wrong button. Hello. Do we see a churn around here? Should we go back to Lumbridge? I'm just wondering if we're going to have to ask them how to make a pot of cream, or if we'll need a pot to put the cream in. We didn't need anything for the cream cheese. I say let's full send, and let's just go to Falador and hope for the best. Let's just hope this works out. All the stolen goods I end up with. Yeah, no, that's good. No, look, there's nothing wrong with people buying things. What I'm saying is that Johnny Ruun is a producer, not a consumer, in his mind. In Johnny Ruun's mind, he is a self-made man. He makes his own cream cheese. He makes his own armor, with the exception of the armor he's wearing right now. I made that with my other account and just gifted it to him. But Johnny Ruun, in his mind, is the most self-made man in the world. It's part of his aura. Johnny Ruun has a big aura about himself. Not the kind that are getting removed from the game as well. This one exists solely in his mind, and he believes strongly in it, all right? Trust me on this. Get back over there to that churn. Can we actually, like, buy things from these two? No, we can't. Okay. Can we make a pot of cream, please? And the pot just manifests itself in the inventory when you do this, which is nice to see. And then all we need now is a pot for the flour. And we should be able to do everything else we have to do at the cooking guild. All right, which ought to be a good deal. Things are going quite swimmingly for Johnny Ruun right now. Where's the pots? Probably over here in cooking section. We can get rid of this bucket. I don't think we need it anymore. By the way, we have several buckets. We could have gotten a bucket out of the bank earlier, but then we wouldn't have gotten another bucket. So glad that we didn't. Are we going to turn all of this into flour? Probably not. Let's store some of the wheat away. Apparently we had wheat in here as well. Probably on this screen. We have 12 of them now. That's okay. Give me everything I need yet again for another Varrock teleport. We're going to run out of these law runes soon. We're going to have to go buy some. Speaking of, we'll probably just buy those, because we are nowhere near being able to do that, I don't believe, with rune crafting, considering we haven't trained it at all. Every level we have in rune crafting is from a quest we did at some point, or a lamp that we used, and law runes are, like, up there, aren't they? I want to say law runes are, like, in the 40s, maybe? I'm gonna miss them, because I'm going so fast through here, but I feel like they're probably, like, we're getting close now. All right, if we just go right past them, yeah, no, I think we passed them, because they're definitely not that high up. Well, you need a certain number of levels that we don't have to do law runes, and also we don't have the proper little doodah that. Oh, whoa, no, we need to be over there actually. Sorry about that, Johnny Ruun. The talisman in order to do them anyway, and I never really look. It's miserable training rune crafting from memory. From what I recall, it's a miserable experience. So I didn't do a lot of it on any account I've ever had, be it old school or the formerly Brashiat Cub, now Old Man Rees account, which will be covered in future videos. Don't worry about that. All right, let's not talk to him. Let's hopefully we can slip past him and get over here and get the wheat in there before he like notices we're even here. I don't want him to know we're using his facilities. I feel like for whatever reason, he'd be upset with us for it. He just seems like that kind of guy who's going to have some kind of an attitude about it. Did this go all the way down? Yeah, get that out of there. Here we go. Get our pot full. One whole solid XP. Let's go. So we want to make a pastry dough or a bread dough? Well, I don't know. Are we making a cookie or a cake? This is complicated. Should we check for biscuits? Milestones, meat, drinks. Would it be other? Do you think it'd be other? And then we just got to find, like, how to make a bit. Hold on. Wait, he said right here, right? Combine flour and butter. Didn't you need butter? Yeah, no, I did. I did need butter as well. Yeah, or should we wait to remember that until later? Now is the moment we remember we needed butter. All right. Did they sell butter back there, those two? Am I going to have to go get more milk? Let's go see what the cost of butter is these days. Yeah, no, I'm now remembering the butter requirement. I might have some butter. Butter seems familiar. Hold on, let's go check the bank. I might have butter. I don't know where I got it from. I can't recall. Maybe I got it from someone in Tavalry, but I'm pretty sure if we look in here, we have butter. Like, look on this screen and tell me there's not butter. There's no butter on this screen. Give me a bucket. What's butter going for these days? What's a pat of butter gonna cost me? Absolutely not. No, uncalled for. We're going to Talverley. We're gonna see if someone there might have some butter to sell. I can make it in the churn. Well. This is starting to feel like Groundhog Day out here. This is starting to feel like the repetition is getting to me. That's all right. It's okay. There's also, I don't think there's dairy cows around here. I was gonna say that there's like a chef in here. Like a cooking tutor sort of a situation that maybe we can trade him for butter. Do you reckon he's got any? He doesn't have butter. No, he has a free pie dish and an empty pot that we can get, though. Or we can buy some chocolate. We're going to buy a chocolate. Not because we needed it. Because Johnny Ruun's just having a little bit of a bad day. Come here, buddy. Why don't you walk over here and face the camera and then eat your chocolate. There you go. Are you feeling better now? You're not going to later. That's going to give you like some kind of a crash here in a second. Well, there's cows next to the farm trader. Are they dairy cows? Does it work like that? I know that there's farms over here, but I wasn't aware that any of them were dairy cows. They all kind of look like regular cows to me. We'll try. We'll give it a go. We'll just... Yeah, none of them look... Let's see. Cow. None of them appear to be dairy cows. Dairy cows are suitable for milking. Sorry. Tanya Hyde. Okay, very good. Very funny. Love that. Great stuff. Very good stuff. No one here probably has butter. I wouldn't assume that either of these two would have butter either, but we'll trade Jack. We'll see what Jack's got on offer. No, he doesn't. But he does have a bolt mold because he's a weirdo and a freak. What an odd duck he is. All right, well, guess where we're going again. Now, this is going to look familiar to you. You're going to think to yourself, now, wait a minute. Haven't we done this song and dance before? Yes. Correct. We have indeed done this exact same song and dance before. But that's what makes it fun. You know what? This is truly the RuneScape experience. Doing the exact same repetitive action again and again and again until number go up. And in this case, number go up is the number of times we've done this and the number of times we got to go back to churn. Unless anyone knows of another churn. At this point, it's getting embarrassing. I don't want to go back to that churn. The woman keeps calling me like a little boy or implying that I am a little boy. The husband is very clearly on to me and he's taking none of my nonsense. And now we're going to go... Like, it's probably starting to look like we are intentionally going over there to hit on her, which we are. But, like, no, it's actually just through sheer incompetence. I need another churn. Is it actually called a churn? Hold on, let's look over here at the house, which is right here. So you got a cooking range and a dairy churn. Can I search for churn? Does that work? No. Can I search for dairy? No. Okay. Can I somehow highlight dairy churn? What would that be under? I assumed it would be under, like not resources, I don't suppose. Would it be a facility? Would you consider a dairy churn as a facility? Highlight dairy churn. Oh, I thought that was going to make him flash on the screen for some reason. It simply did not. But that's the symbol right there. It looks like a pitcher, so nothing like a dairy churn. So I'm not sure who made that call, but I definitely don't see one here at Lumbridge, which is disappointing, although there's a couple of different ranges. Oh, hold on. There's one, like, literally right there. Hold on. That's, like, right around the corner. Literally in this house right here, isn't it? That is fantastic. Oh. Let's get in there. Oh, my gosh. Farming the Lumbridge yew tree for 3 hours. Sorry, what? Hold on. No, go inside. Hello? My guy, what is the confusion? Is it because the gate's closed? Dude, you gotta be better than this, man. You gotta be better than... You gotta figure that sort of thing out, my guy. Jeez, that's getting embarrassing, my dude. I mean, it's 100% my way, but that's... Yeah. Or my own fault, I should say. It's not my way. That doesn't make any sense. There's the dairy churn. Don't go in there. Okay, we're on to pat of butter now. And you know what? We didn't bring any teleports to get back to Varrock. So I think we'll just walk. At this point, I feel like it's a punishment. There's a couple over by the GE. Not back in the day. Yeah, no. I think we're talking about back in the day, though. Lots and lots of memories. Yeah, I remember a time before the GE, I just didn't get things from other players. I've told the story already in the series about my quest to get a halberd and the absolute nightmare that turned out to be. So I'm not going to reiterate it, but I'm trying to remember now. Like, I must have sold... Like, I have memories. I'm sure some of you can relate to this. No, we're not going to Varrock Lodestone. No, we're just going to walk at this point. It's punishment for our failures. Johnny Ruun must walk to appease me after he failed. To remember to get butter. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I have memories, but I'm not sure if they're real memories, of trying to sell logs near Catherby at that bank there. But or maybe, no, Sears Village. Sorry, Sears Village. Like, I have a memory of standing outside Sears Village being like, logs for sale, maybe maple logs. But is that a real memory? I don't know. I don't know if I actually did that. Okay. So let's check the ingredients here. Combine flour and butter, then bake. So butter on the pot of flour in order to make a biscuit dough. Delicious. And then we've got to go... Oh, well, we can't use the range here, though. The game won't let me use the range here. What? But why though? Fortunately, we have friends over here who have a range, so we'll go talk to them. That hasn't been covered yet in the series. We're once again breaking the illusion of the lore here, breaking the timeline. Just accept that I've done this quest already and pretend like you watched it happen, and understand that that is why we are able to use our friend's range. Biscuits. There we go. Thank you two. Glad to see you're both doing really well, and hope that your marriage or living together in sin or whatever this is going well. Love you both greatly. Don't know why you got kicked all the way over here, considering he's supposed to be like the bard of the village, and they put him, canonically, I believe it's a 3 days journey from Barbarian Village to Varrock. Maybe he didn't actually like him as much as he put on, which wouldn't shock me. Okay, what am I doing now? Do I have all of the ingredients? Yes, I do. I am back. I'd like to speak with you for a moment. I have all of the items you asked for to make cheesecake. Oh, good. Now you'll need to combine them all together. So you're making me make the cheesecake, basically. Just bung them all in? No. We don't just bung things in. We must craft this cheesecake. We love and care. I thought we were cooking. We must gently break up the biscuit into crumbs, then carefully line the tin to form a delicious, buttery, crunchy base. Then you combine the cream cheese and the pot of cream into a decadent topping and spread delicately on top. Okay, and then we cook it? What? No, you do not cook the cheesecake! Are you going to take this seriously, or do I need to throw you out? Okay, sorry, chef. That's okay. Now follow my instructions and make the cheesecake. Then let me see what you have made. Yes, chef. So what do I need a pestle and mortar in order to do that? Has he given me instructions here? Can I just use that on there to make, I just make the cheesecake. I thought it was going to be a little bit more complicated than that. Now I could eat it, which would be funny, but let's actually give it to him. Here, I made the cheesecake. Oh, that looks good enough to eat. Now, there's just one more thing I need you to do for me. Oh? I need you to take that cheesecake to some of the members of the Cook's Apprentice and Kitchen Export Society so they can sample it before they vote on who will be leader. Why can't you take it yourself? I cannot possibly leave my post here. What if someone wants to buy a skill cape? I see. But wait, isn't that my cheesecake? A minor detail. It's my recipe and that's what counts. Fine. Who do I need to take it to? Here, take this list. Come back to me when you've been to them all. What is this? What is this? That's the ingredients. Master Sergeant Ramsey. Okay. The Pick and Loot Pub in Taverley. We were just there. Okay. The cook without a name in Lumbridge Castle, and the cook of the Jolly Boar Inn in Northeast Varrock. Well, guess which one we're going to first? The Jolly Boar Inn in Northeast Varrock. Oh, is that up here? Is that what we're considering Northeast Varrock? It's outside the city walls, but then again, so are we at the moment. So who are we to judge? Let's get a jog on then. We'll run over there first. And then we might need to get... Hold on. Can I not click that far away? That's frustrating. Take me over there. We'll take that one out first, and then we'll fast travel down to Lumbridge, fast travel back to Taverley, and then while we're there, we'll get what we need to fast travel back to the center of Varrock, and finally wrap this up. Is this going to end with me being made the leader of this guild? Am I about to become even more powerful? This is really going to go... If Johnny Ruun is honest about where the cheesecake came from, if he tells the truth, this might go to his head. Like if everyone votes for him instead. But also everyone's had the cheesecake, right? So does that mean if we win the vote, does that mean that we're going to be the ones who hand out the level 99 skill cape? Is that okay with you guys? You guys are going to have to get used to that. You're just going to have to accept that. Fortunately, this is where we need to go, courtesy of Giant Blue Square. So that's great. This place looks bigger than I remember. It's probably not, though. Also, I have no clue what any of that is. I think that's Fort Fortney, or whatever it's called. We'll go up there at some point when we remembers, I suppose. Let's go ahead and talk to that cook there and see how he feels about this. What do you want? I'm busy. I was asked to bring this to you. Oh, this is a taste sensation. The head chef has excelled himself this time. He has my vote. So we don't even get to tell him that we made it. That's unfortunate, because I really wanted Johnny Ruun to get all of the credit for that. I thought that'd be really funny if we took over as the guy who gives away skill capes. But I suppose at this point, someone else would probably have already completed the quest, and they would be the ones in there asking us to make cheesecake. Actually, maybe that's what happens. Maybe after you complete this quest, you win, and you are automatically the person assigned. Like, they take your account away from you. You become the new head chef. You are responsible for giving out level 99s. You just got to do it again. And it happens to everyone, but you're also forced to sign an NDA where you can't talk about it. So they don't mention it in any of the, oh, look, people are actually eating the cheesecake. Could we have just eaten the cheesecake ourselves? That is a funny concept. Can you imagine if we just ate it ourselves and then told the guy we did it? He'd probably get very mad at us. We'd probably have to make another one. Hello, cook without a name. How are you doing? Offer the cheesecake, I suppose. The head chef asked me to bring this to you. Oh, that buttery biscuit base is to die for. He has my vote. Who would have thought to combine cream cheese and biscuits? The head chef is a true culinary genius. I wonder what else might work. I have a feeling you're about to suggest something. Banana bread. Banana bread? Don't be ridiculous. You can't just mix two random foods and hope to make something delicious. Oh, you're right. It wouldn't be as good as cheesecake. Maybe I'll just try my hand at making cheesecakes for now. They sure are good. I mean, I made them and I have no skill whatsoever. Banana bread does sound good though, man. I don't want to discourage you from pursuing that line of thought. I want to encourage you to consider, because like a delicious banana bread is actually really, really good. You have no idea. Also, Rolo, welcome to the live stream. So glad you tuned in. So we were here mere moments ago, as many of you will remember. Johnny Ruun's having a bit of a day, though. He's having a bit of an involved day. Why don't you go ahead and get yourself a wizard mind bomb? He fancies himself a bit of a wizard after all, but no drinking on the job. Go ahead and finish this off. We want to offer a bit of...
I had a tray of hors d'oeuvres here a moment ago. Where are they? Can I help you?
I was not expecting voiced dialogue from this man. The head chef asked me to bring this to you. I'm partial to a slice of cake. It's raw! It's raw! And delicious! Wow! The topping is so rich and creamy. He has my vote. I'm glad you liked it. I'll go and tell him that I finished. See you later. Johnny Ruun. Down that mind bomb. Lovely. All right. Should we just drop the beer glass on the floor? Oh, yeah. Johnny Ruun's had a bad run-in with some of the women in this town. Yeah, it's hard for him to look to his left or right as he runs through here. He's had a couple of bad run-ins. Poor Johnny Ruun. The entire town has been ruined for him. Let's get rid of all of this stuff. We'll just stick it in the bank for now and extract only that which we need to get us right back to where we need to be. All right, we are burning through law runes. Take me back to Varrock. And hopefully we get to see a cutscene of all of this going down. I'd love to get a cutscene and see how all of this wraps up. I think it'd be really funny if what I said comes true and we you know, everybody finds out that we made it. But to be fair, we did not make the recipe. So that's like the one downside here, is that we didn't actually play a role in that. Also, I've just been resting my hand on the top of the cup so long that the outline of the top of the cup is now in my hand. So I don't know what prompted that or why I did it, but take me in. Where'd he go? Don't you be hiding over there, buddy. Everyone loved the cheesecake. I know, Johnny Ruun. I just got word from the Cooks Apprentice and Kitchen Expert Society. They voted me as their new leader. Thanks for all your help. Hey! We get a quest point, a 1500 cooking XP lamp, 3 cheesecakes, and the ability to make cheesecakes and biscuits. Use that sucker immediately. No need to hold on to it. You've been rewarded 1500 cooking XP. Not enough to level up, but a little closer. And we now have an inventory full of cheesecakes. If I put this on while I'm in here, does he get mad? Is he going to yell at me? Apparently not. But also, you can no longer see my face. So we're going to immediately go back in to hide that slot. Get Johnny Ruun's bald head up again. Can you say skin cancer on the top of his shiny bald head? Because Johnny Ruun can't, because he doesn't know what cancer is. Are you kidding me? All right, so we've knocked a quest out of the way. That was a pretty decent one. I enjoyed that a bit. I mean, it would have been better if I just went ahead and bought everything at the GE that we needed instead of going around the whole of RuneScape 14 times. But I had fun. We're gonna store these away in here because they're kind of a low-level food, and we're sort of beyond that at this point. Like, they're literally on par with like a regular pie. Give me some trout. Put that away. Give me some trout. Yeah, give me some trout. And then we got to figure out what to do next. So we got Beneath Cursed Tides, which is yeah, we already read that one earlier. We could just go for the Gower quests because that one seems like it's going to be kind of funny. Myths of the Whitelands is a medium-length one. Talk to Explorer Jack in his house by the Lumbridge General Store. Or, as we said earlier, we got a Shadow over Ashdale, which looks to be also a medium-length one. Which one sounds most intriguing to all of you folks? Comment now, however many people are watching this. How many people are watching this right now? I don't have the analytics open. To the 4 people watching this, what do you, at least on YouTube, I don't know about the other platforms. A couple. So let me know what you want to see at this moment. I'm open to literally whatever quest that you request, and if you don't pick one, I guess I will. Where do I start a Shadow over Ashdale? Back in Port Serum? So no matter what, we're heading south. I don't know what we'll need for that, but I do know that I did find Ashdale not that long ago while perusing the map. It's down here. So there's a lodestone as well if we need to fast travel in and out of there. And it looks like there's a little mining spot for copper and tin. I don't know why. A cooking range. A place to get minnows. Oh my gosh. I think this is a very early quest, I think. You need food and armor and ranged magic weapon as well as melee. Oh. Oh dear. Okay. Well, we do have the ability to do some range stuff. We've got some range gear. We can do that. That'll be fine. Do you have your adventurer ring yet? What is an adventuring ring? I have no idea what that even is. Should I look that up? Hold on just a second. Venturing ring. RS3. Did you say adventuring ring or was it something else? Yeah. Because it like auto-corrected to like, are you sure you don't mean the aventurine ring? And I'm like, well, that's not what was in there at all. At your end level, the enemies will hit hard since they scale. Wouldn't that be true of... first off, thank you for watching over on the Twitch there. I appreciate that. Wouldn't that be true of like any level I was at? The Adventurer's Ring. Okay. Let's figure out what that even is. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing the Explorer's Ring. Is that maybe what we're talking about? The Explorer's Ring... it's several rings given as rewards for completing Lumbridge achievements. So I've not completed any of those. 1 charge per day replenishes 50% of run energy, and then you get to the second one, which looks like it has some useful stuff in there. Yeah, okay, so we're talking about the Explorer's Rings. Okay. I don't even know how far I am with the task diary, right? I don't know what missions or objectives I would need to complete in order to get that, and I'm not sure how to check. I know we found it at one point. It's not activity checker. It's definitely not challenges. We like accidentally at one point hit the correct button to find that information. I don't remember where it was. So that sounds like something I will need to figure out maybe off stream, possibly for a video. And for right now, we won't worry about it. Are we thinking that under hero, it's an achievement? Okay. So not there. Just keep pushing random buttons until we find hero, community, rune metrics. How do I get to hero? Did I already have it up a second ago? There we go. Boom. All right. It's the one I skipped. So we need to go to Lumbridge. Boom. Okay. Why did it have an exclamation mark, I wonder? So we're at 7 of 24 for the first tier. The beginners, right? So reward details. That's just it's telling me about the ring, which is cool. But can I actually view like what needs to be? Yes. Okay. Oh heavens. No, take me back to there. And then, oh geez, Lumbridge. Are these in alphabetical order? Ardoyne, Damonheim, Desert. Yes, they are. Okay. That makes it a lot easier. Beginner Lumbridge. Raise the flag on the roof of the Lumbridge Bank. Speak to Horatio, the Duke of Lumbridge. Are these the ones that are... Yeah, don't show completed. Don't show. Yeah, show locked, I guess. Yeah. So there's not actually that many to do. I will, now that I know that I need to do this, I will list mode. That just kind of like makes it smaller and easier to keep track of. We can actually pin them, which is interesting. I will do this in the future. It's a lot to do right now, so we're gonna forego that one. Now, you guys seem to be concerned about doing a Shadow over Ashdale, as though that's going to be extraordinarily difficult for us. I'm willing to defer to the chat if you're worried about it, but we do have better food that we can stock as well. Like, we've been walking around with trout. Was there a bank on that island? Because I'm assuming that it all happens on that island. There's no bank. So whatever we bring, we either need to have that sustain us or be willing to leave and come back, which, you know, there's a lodestone once we get there. So I don't know what the quest entails. What I do know is that I do have a full setup for doing magic as well. We have our Batwing gear, so I can bring all of that with us. The Batwing boots upset me because they don't quite match with everything else we've got going on. And then in terms of just like dealing power, what's the best that I can do right now? My current level is 30. So the absolute best that I could do, I'm pretty sure, is going to be like, yeah, like Earth Bolt. If it's even like strong or weak to that. I have no idea. The whole quest is instanced. Oh, goodness me. Okay. I will keep that in mind. Elephant? That's an adorable username. Hi, welcome. I love your username. That is fantastic. Welcome to the stream. I am going to say that we could probably handle it. And the worst that can happen is that we die a horrible, horrible death. And if that occurs, then that occurs, you know? And such is life, really. You know, the ultimate cope, such is life. So let's just get a sampling of runes, because I don't know exactly what I'm going to need. I'm also not going to look it up. I try to go into these with no clue of what we're doing, unless I kind of have like a memory of the quest, which obviously I don't have a memory of this quest, because I've never done it before. But we've got everything we need now to do most of the bolt spells that we do have the ability to do. I think it's going to be okay. Oh, this will be fun. Oh, good. Oh, good. That's great. No, this will be fine, everybody. I don't know why y'all are so worried. We've got a whole bunch of tuna. It's fine. Let's just fill the inventory with tuna. Maybe not that many. That's probably like too many, to be honest with you. We've got full rune gear. I think we're prepared. I think this is going to be a nice, easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl walk in the park here. We'll leave 5 slots open for stuff we might need. And you know what? If it gets dicey, actually, we'll leave 4 slots open. We can just get out there and come back to Varrock. You know, just boom and be home. How about that? Sounds good to me. Where do I actually start this again? Port Sarim, I think. Hold on a second. This frustrates me to no end. Where's the marker that I allegedly put on the map somewhere? Where is it? Get out of here. Ugh. Promise you, I'm not doing anything to make that happen. It just automatically plops them down there. Take me to Port Sarim. We're being strongly cautioned against this, so I want everyone to understand that I get it. This might be brutal. That's okay. New to the game? Kind of, Ellie. I'm kind of new to the game. I played RuneScape a long time ago. In 2005, I created my first account. And then I haven't been back to RS3 since 2011. That was the last time. So I have not played the game consistently. Is this the guy? Was it Trader Stan? I can't remember now. I haven't played RS3 since 2011. I played old school RuneScape, so it's not like I've been completely out of the loop. I know what's going on over there. But this is effectively I'm new to RuneScape 3, is how I'm approaching it. So not new to RuneScape, but new to RS3. Let's once again go to the quest, and we'll just set as active, and it'll just baby step me all the way over to the individual in question. They definitely weren't there a second ago, right? We can all agree? I think we can all look at this and say for sure they were not standing there when we got here. What an interesting little gentleman. What an interesting fella. He kind of looks a bit like me now that I think about it. Gudrick! Is he voiced? Is this quest voiced? It didn't mention. This is a 2014 quest. Surprisingly, it is not voiced. Okay. So what do we think a Gudrick sounds like? Oh, hello there, laddie. What can I do for you? I just ask about the shadow over Ashdale. Hey, I noticed there was a shadow. over Ashdale.
I've received some troubling news, laddie. As you probably know, supplies are ferried over to Ashdale on a regular basis.
Now, what makes you think I would know that? What about Johnny Ruun and the way that he presents himself to the world makes you suspect that he would know anything going on in Ashdale? This is probably the first time he's ever heard about it. Canonically, he's just here because he wanted a day on the beach to look at the birds. Johnny Ruun is a very simple character with a very simple mind. He thought, I'm bored, let's go look at birds and maybe kill that gosh darn mugger that hangs out over here that we're constantly at war with. But oh yeah, sure, yeah, I know all about what's going on over there.
But about a week ago, the supply ships started returning with their cargo still aboard. Apparently, the island has been completely deserted, not a soul to be seen, and the sailors say an evil aura hangs over the place. Naturally, I'm eager to find out what's going on, but I'm too old to go jetting off on an adventure. I need someone to travel to Ashdale and investigate.
I'm on board. Let's go.
I knew I could count on you, laddie.
Once again, that's just feeding his ego. Johnny Ruun is of the delusion now that this guy who just picked him randomly because he was wearing a full suit of armor and had the look of someone willing to get himself killed for a task that he's not personally invested in. In Johnny Ruun's mind, this guy knows who we are. This guy knows about that time we helped that cook make that cake for the Duke's birthday, and that's why he's hiring Johnny Ruun of the Wizard's Tower for this.
I can take you to Ashdale as soon as you're ready to leave.
Oh, back to the beginning, huh? Yeah, can you take me to the island of Ashdale? Ooh, Ashdale by night. What happens if we just go there during the day? Ashdale was the tutorial for a while, and it was weird. Oh, that is weird. Also, good morning, Nick Man over on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. Hope that you are ready for just a wild time and great adventures. Yeah, let's go. Presumably, if we went there during the day without completing the quests, it would be fine? Like, would everyone be there? Oh, buddy. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm so on board for this. I wish the rain was happening out here, too. It's slightly upsetting that it isn't. There's a line where the rain starts, and we're not in it at the moment. The music! Oh, let's go. Hold on. Turn off run. We got to do this properly. Got to get into the atmosphere. Hold on. There we go. There we go. You got to immerse yourself in the Shadow over Innsmouth vibes, right? Are there squishers people here, right? Are there fishmen? I want there to be fishmen so badly, and I want them to be creeping around in the background. And I want them to talk to me with like a weird fishy face and be like, whoa, 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 there's a claw there. There is, in fact, a claw. The creature this came from must be pretty big. Ooh. So they've barricaded this way. Oh, I didn't notice that there's two gigantic individuals. Is this a floating island? Oh, no, it is actually, like, rooted in the sea. These guys are just holding up the bridge. This place is cool. This place has a history that we don't know anything about. It's very neat, though. Also, it's, once again, just... Oh, no, no, it's not raining right here. I love that the rain only exists on the roads. I choose to believe that that is canonically what is happening. Ooh, enter the storm drain. Hold on, who is this? Lucy. Hello, Lucy. Who are you? I'm here to help. Well, no, let's just say I'm looking for the townspeople.
Thanks, Saradomin. Help at last.
What happened here?
We were attacked by these creatures. Horrible, horrible creatures. Like something from a nightmare. They came out of nowhere, and before we knew it, we were surrounded. We made barricades, but the creatures just climbed over them. I managed to avoid them by hiding in my attic, but the others weren't so lucky.
What happened to the townspeople?
The creatures took them away, but I don't know where. I remember seeing them dragging off poor Diggory. Oh, it was horrible.
Okay. Where are they now?
I don't know. I didn't see where they went. I didn't dare leave my hiding place. If I had to guess, I'd say they were hiding underneath the island somewhere, but I don't know for sure.
And why haven't you tried to leave?
On my own? You need more than one person to sail a ship, you know. This is an old school RUNESCAPE. Now, all I could do was wait, and I hope that someone would come to help me. And now someone has.
I need to get to the other side of the island.
You're not going to leave me, are you? You have to get me out of here.
I have to find the townspeople.
But I understand. If you want to get to the other side of the island, your best bet would be to use the sewers. The barricades will make it hard to navigate the streets, but if there are any of those creatures around, you don't want to get caught while you're clambering over a stack of barrels. There's an entrance outside just through the back door. Please be careful, and don't forget about me.
Most back doors lead to sewers. It's not my best work. That's not my best work. Retracted from the record. Retract that from the record. That was just kind of dumb. It was poorly thought out. I thought it was going to be funnier than it was. I apologize, everybody. I apologize that. Just so you know. Okay. That is the sewers right there. And Johnny Ruun does look menacing like that, doesn't he? That might be the thumbnail for the video once we end up editing it, right? Should we free cam this real quick? And just make sure that we get a sort of uninterrupted shot for the sake of the future. Hold on. I figured out that R elevates the camera. There we go. Thumbnail potential, maybe? Are we thinking? Do we look like a hero, or do we just look kind of scary, actually? Maybe if we got from a slightly different angle? Actually, no, it's getting worse. It is actually getting worse as we navigate around. He looks dead in his eyes. He looks like he's lost everything. He's lost the will to live. He's lost purpose and reason in his life. He's broken. He's a broken man. But it's just the lighting. None of it's real. He's a happy-go-lucky kind of a lad. Get out of there, Johnny Ruun. We're not going to let this town take away your joy. Go back to the backyard where it doesn't rain. It's perfectly fine back here. Get into that storm drain. Get down on your hands and knees and start crawling through that pipe. I see that there is a yellow dot. Oh, it's a rat. I was going to say, if I zoom out, can I see entities? Creatures? No, I cannot. All right, we'll progress then. Can we just, like, crawl through here? Do we need to interact with this? Okay, we just walk right through. Okay. Go steal that money. Go ahead and start jogging. I think it's okay. It's fine. No one's going to judge us for it. Ooh. Is this one of those situations where I've got to... It's kind of a puzzle because I don't want to walk past the slimy goo on the floor? Or does it not actually matter and I don't need to worry about it? We've probably just wasted a lot of time and effort running around here for no reason to avoid goo that's not going to hurt us. I like that they're specifically sewer rats. They're not just regular rats. They're sewer rats. Get them! Well, he's dead. Sewer rat bones. Oh, interesting. Okay. I think we can run past this just fine. Guys, I've got news for you. The slimy smoke poison is completely harmless. That is a puddle right there on the floor, though. Oh, good. No, we're going into a cutscene. That's fine. It's all good. Let's just see what awaits us. Yes, I told you. And he walked right through it as well. Bro! Cthulhu's on the ceiling! There's a Cthulhu up there! There's a get the Cthulhu! Get the Cthulhu! Kill the Cthulhu! Kill it with your bare hand! Well, no, use the sword. That makes more sense to you. Oh. They drop minnows. Okay. Are they cooked? Are they ready to go? Well, we don't have a lot of room in our inventory, so we... Oh, no, don't do that. Just go ahead and put the minnows on. No, I mean, eat the minnows is what I meant to say. Yeah. No, it's fine. So we got little Cthulhus running around here. Like a mini... Not necessarily the squishers I was hoping for, but I'll accept it. I'll definitely accept it. Carry on. Let's carry on. Slimy and gross. Is that what took the townsfolk? It has to be. Why would there... This is a stupid question. I don't even know why I asked it. There's not going to be a different type of Lovecraftian creature here taking the townsfolk. That would be ridiculous. That would be silly. Oh, there's another one. Get it. Get it. Show it who's boss. Come on, let's go. Attaboy, Johnny. Attaboy. He's doing great. He's not even broke, man. He's keeping his focus. He's keeping his determination. He's keeping his minnows. I don't know why he's eating them. That's a bit weird. We're assuming they've been cooked. He might be just downing them raw. Does it say if we examine them? A small cooked fish. So yeah. Fortunately, the squishers, the little mini creatures here, whatever I called them a second ago, the mini Cthulhus, have in fact been cooking their food. Thank goodness for it. Continue on. Hold on, wait. We can take a fish in a barrel? What do you mean we can take a fish in a barrel? Like we can take the whole thing? Full of freshly cooked minnow, how convenient. Oh, I guess if we need more food, we can probably come over here and get a minnow. That is convenient. That is super convenient. Oh, here we go. I guess the game is directing me up there, but we got to get rid of the scouts first. Full speed ahead, Johnny Ruun. Show everybody how this works. Too late. It's just... Sadly, it is too late. We are already in combat. Should we run away and try again? Alright, go. No, you know what? It's just not going to work right now, and that's okay. You know what? They're dropping a lot of cooked minnow, and they're not dealing as much damage to me as I kind of expected them to. But let's go ahead and chow down on these. Let's get our health restored. That last hit, whatever it did quite a number on us. We might actually need these minnows now. Yeah, leave no minnow behind. No minnow left behind. That was part of the Bush administration, if I remember correctly. Okay. Top off the inventory. Let's go. I don't know if there's any reason to explore around here. We can come back when it's just a place, right? We can come back uninstanced. And I'm assuming that would be the actual time we would want to hang out here. As opposed to... Yeah, okay, what's going on up here? Kind of the opposite of where I expected to find people. I thought we were going under the island, but to inspect the bust. That looks like the kind of guy who would make an agreement with like a fish demon goblin man. Oh, okay. Let's definitely search the table though. There's going to be something written here. You need one free inventory space. Eat that right now. Search that table. You find a page from an old journal. Ooh.
Having completed my initial sketches today, I began my inspection on the site. Once complete, the house will stand on a large sea stack at the southwestern end of the island, offering an excellent prospect of the surrounding area. Furthermore, the stack itself boasts a most remarkable feature. A steep vertical tunnel that leads directly into a large network of underground caves. Having explored only a small portion of these caves, I cannot be certain of their exact size, but it appears they extend for some distance beneath the island. I may even choose to incorporate an entrance to the caves in the house, as there is an opening in the first chamber that leads directly to the sea, and one never knows when such a thing may prove useful.
Or detrimental when the squishers come. We cannot go up this staircase, so that is a waste of our time. Climb down. It just occurred to me that I saw a message come through that I probably should have responded to when I saw it come through. Give me a moment, please. Let me check. Okay. Do you wish to descend the stairs? Do we wish to? I think we do. Let's go. We've got everything we need. We're prepared. Get them. Show them what for. That probably would have been a good opportunity to break this out. We might need to, like, spam click it, though. Okay, let's go. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. It's just not going to work. Oh, you are in an area which is preventing you from performing that ability. It's written right over here in the bottom left side of the screen. Multiple times, if I just paid attention and cared to actually read what was written there. That's on me. That's my mistake. I apologize, everyone. Sometimes I just don't pay attention. It's detrimental to my playstyle. But what can you do at this point? I can't change. I'm stuck like this, okay? I don't know what to tell ya. Get some more minnows. What's going on over here, though? Is that like the way out? Is that the entrance to the sea that was talked about before? It looks like there's a lot of oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's a literal corpse right there. There's a literal corpse of a dead smuggler. Okay, I see where this is going. I think we probably brought too much stuff with us. Searching the body, you find a leather-bound journal. Oh, boy. Okay. We made landfall today. Archer was right. The caves are vast, and there's more than enough room for the Impress. The Impress. What's more, the island's inhabitants seem to have no idea the caves even exist. Thank the gods for the incurious minds of everyday people. This place is going to make an excellent hideout. We've started securing the caves. Williams has installed a security system and a few booby traps, which should keep out any unwanted visitors. The place is pretty unremarkable, although I did find some large seaweed-covered pods in one of the caves that are rather unusual. Are these guys supposed to be like smugglers, pirates? Can I slowly transition into a bit of a pirate? Today, Captain Mulligan ordered me to investigate the northwestern chamber, where I found a number of holes in the wall, large, evenly spaced holes as wide as a man. I peered into one and saw something large. A large crab, I thought, and gave it a prod with my harpoon. It didn't move, so I got Siegfried to help me drag it out. I wished to Sarah Doman I hadn't. I didn't know how to describe what we found. It was like some unholy fusion of man, crab, and squid. Neither of us said a word. We just stared at the creature in silent horror. Then suddenly it stirred, and before I could gather my wits, Siegfried ran it through with his spear. It made a horrible gargling sound as it died. I ran to Captain Mulligan and told him what we'd found. He followed me over to the creature and took a good look, then said, "Throw it in the water," and marched off. I ran after him, begging him to let us leave, but he said the caves were too valuable for us to abandon them. I went back to Siegfried, and together he and I hauled the creature into the sea. I slept badly last night, had nightmares. Word of the creature has reached the others, and most want to leave. Fortunately, this seems to have convinced Captain Mulligan. Maybe he's realized that abandoning this place is preferable to alienating his crew, and he's given orders to prepare for departure. If it were up to me, we'd leave straight away, but Mulligan wants us to gather up everything of value first. I knew we should have left sooner. Now it's too late. It happened at about midday. Andrews and Percy were carrying some lumber across the middeck when Anders lost his footing and fell. He landed awkwardly and somehow managed to knock one of the cannons off its carriage, and as the gun hit the deck, it went off. The noise was so loud, I thought at first the roof was caving in. Then, as the ringing in my ears started to subside, I heard a sound, a scurrying, scuttling sort of sound, that sent shivers up my spine. Suddenly, Anders gave a cry and pointed towards the cave wall. I followed his gaze and saw a dark shape emerging from one of them holes. Then I saw another. The scuttling sound grew louder, and at that point, Captain Mulligan appeared on the deck. He shouted, "Arms!" and everything descended into chaos. One of the creatures appeared on deck, followed moments later by two more. Those who had swords drew them. I heard shouts, screams, and the ringing of steel. I saw Archer fall, his face covered in blood. More of the creatures swarmed onto the ship. Then I saw Mulligan, held by one of the creatures, screaming as he was carried off into the darkness. The panic rose in my chest, and I turned and I ran. Now I am in the southernmost cave, with the creatures on one side and the raging sea on the other. To head out into the ocean would be suicide. So it looks like I'm going to have to face them. I know one thing for sure. I don't want to suffer the same fate as Mulligan. They're coming. I can hear them. Drums. Drums in the deep. So he's dead now. So that's unfortunate. That's, Yeah, it's unfortunate what happened there. Let's head deeper. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, were they setting up like a trap to blow the place or something? Maybe that's what this is? Valve wheels. Okay. I think we've got ourselves a bit of a puzzle. So it actually looks like they're full of water, and we probably need to get the water into the door somehow, is what we need to do here. Trying to look for... Ooh, what is that? Repair the broken pipe. There's a small crack in the pipe. Take the pitch. Ah. Eat the minnows that remain. We're going to have to start eating through some tuna here soon. Take all of that. You use the pitch to repair the leaking pipe. Nice. Okay. So now we want to get the water. I mean, what do we do? Do we want to just move it pot to pot to pot to open the door, do you think? Is it just this simple? It feels like it can't be, but I think that it is. The valve wheel will need an additional part before it can... Oh. Well, I see it over there. We do have a free inventory space, so get that piece. Hello? Take it? Oh. Listen. Leave me be. All right, leave me be. Put all that together if you can. You should combine the items. Of course I should. No, that makes perfect sense. There we go. Use them on the doohickey. You attach the valve wheel to the barrel. Rotate? I was thinking this was going to be a puzzle. I was thinking I was going to have to figure out what combination of valves would work to move the water where we need it to go. That is, in fact, just not what this is at all. I'm not entirely sure what this... Okay. Right on. So it's a water-actuated door. Oh. The colors are different here. It's greener. Probably because we're getting closer to the Crashian pods. Oh, good. Love that. You pluck a few tasty minnows from the barrel. Our health is already full, so I think we're okay. Go! Get them! Get that one first because it's closer. That actually makes infinitely more sense. It's literally right by the entrance. It was foolish to ever try to do anything else. Get him! Charge him down, Johnny Ruun! Swing your big old sword at him. Show him who's boss. Get him! Poke him in his big stupid face. They are not as kind of freaky as I wanted them to be. I wanted fish people is what I wanted. I wanted fishmen, not weird crabs. But that's okay. I mean, as opposed to like a normal crab, all crabs are kind of weird, aren't they? They all have like a weird obsession with money and like lasting lifetime enemies they make out of plankton. And they employ sponges to cook Krabby Patties. But what is a Krabby Patty? Is it made of crab? Why is it called that? Where's the rest of Mr. Krabs' family? You don't see any other crabs besides Mr. Krabs. You ever notice that? You ever think about that? Might ought to start thinking about that. You know, there should be a lot of crabs in the ocean, but there's a lot of Krabby Patties instead. And I'm not making any aspersions about the man. I'm just saying he's probably cooking and eating his family. Open up that chest there. Oh, searching the chest, you find 125 coins and an uncut sapphire. Real, honest-to-goodness pirate treasure. Craft that sapphire. Let's go. Free XP as well. We're now down to being able to carry a single minnow. I'm going to eat them all to top my health back off. There we go. We're doing just fine. I'm glad that they gave us food here. Spectacular. All right. Through the door we go. I see him. I see him mulling around. Oh, he's a different color. Hold on. Hold on. Is he not hostile? Are we going to have a conversation with him? Is this a situation where if he catches me, he'll bring me back here? Am I going to have to do like a stealth operation? Okay, lever on the wall. What? What was the point of that? That's going to come back later. I hope. I hope we're going to get chased by guys here. And what's going to happen is when we get to the end, we have to hold that lever there to kill them all. I doubt. I doubt. I'm pressing X to doubt. Bro, I think I can see what's happening here. I think I can guess. Why? Why is this the mechanism? Again, it feels like it's supposed to be a puzzle, but it just isn't. I think I see what you mean now as well. These quests these cutscenes are a little bit unnecessary and a bit annoying. I'll admit I might not have seen the first lever. I'm seeing them now, though. What happens when these guys see me? A powerful crab-like creature. Powerful, I say. They're the most powerful creatures here in the oceans. This one I will give is at least slightly more complex. because there's 2 of them to contend with. It'd be one thing if maybe there was only spikes in certain places and you had to like wait for them to get to those spots, but maybe they're not in perfect sync, so you might have to run around a couple times to make sure they can't catch you. But I really don't see what the point of all this is. Oh no! It's another dead. Rip in pieces. That is unfortunate. We can't even inspect the body. We'll never know what happened to him. And another one. Oh good. We're finding the village people. 3 free inventory spaces. Gosh darn it, eat the tuna. I'm not happy about it, but there we go. 3 free inventory spaces. It's... Cut the sapphires! Let's go. If we break one, we can drop it. We didn't break any of them. We had perfect RNG just then. Absolutely incredible. Alright. Hold on. We gotta wait for the game to show us where the lever is. Oh. Ooh. Right on. I'm on board with this. No, this is good. This one's more complex. Kind of. It does sort of look like we're not going to make that. I was going to say, do you think we could make that? But I don't think we can. We'll just walk patiently between these 2. Are we gaining on this guy, or is that my imagination? He doesn't seem to be able to walk in diagonals as well as Johnny Ruun can. What about the other 2? Did we get them as well? Now, I guess the idea is that the pirates set up all of these traps they talked about. They talked about booby traps and things. So they were able to set up all of this elaborate mechanical, like, spikes in the ground and things. But they couldn't deal with a few of these guys? I mean, Johnny Ruun's absolutely crushing it. Oh, naturally, yeah. That's what remains of the townsfolk. Okay, but do we have to kill Cthulhu, right? Don't we think that at some point Cthulhu's going to show up? I want him to. I can't throw away the smuggler's journal or the journal entry because we need that. I've got to hoard it in my bank for no reason. You don't understand. It's very important that I hoard these things in my bank for some reason. Now, the good news is we did take damage there, so we have a justifiable reason to eat some tuna. We're going to eat 4 of them. Well, we'll eat 3 of them. And then we'll go see what's in this chest over here. You can claim the books from your house. I did not know that. I did not realize that. Well, we got an uncut emerald and we can't do anything with it. We're not there yet. We're not going to be there for a while. We're level 23. Well, let's see if we can get through here. Which I've definitely built. What gives you that idea? What gives you that idea? You don't know. You have no idea what I've been up to. It's all been a big secret, you know. What Johnny Ruun's been getting on with. Oh. Oh, here we go. Oh, I think we're actually having like a real boss fight. Okay, well, I guess I should have moved out of the way. How do I combat? Do I need to be magical? Just keep moving for now. Just keep moving. Oh, I can actually attack them. Oh, let's go. I see what I'm doing now. Because they attack in a pattern. That unfortunately did hit me, though. Go get him. He's going to hit again. Run away. Never mind. Okay, steer clear. And then go for it. Yeah, no, we figured it out. We've conquered the game. Now run. Okay, we don't actually have to completely, like, damage them, apparently. Just get them close enough. So this is Cthulhu, by the way, right? It's not just some random giant squid. Uh-huh. Back under you go. Get the mouse moved out of the way. He looks too adventurous to have found a house. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, I can't attack these now. Can I get the crab? Can I attack the crab man? Can I actually avoid that? Should I be magical now? Is that the secret? Should we go ahead and just be full on magical? Okay, and then ooh, get out of the way of that. Don't let that get you. Don't let that get you, I was saying. Do you think it's weak to try it? Run, 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 run. We're really bad at this. Run, 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 run. We're really, really bad at this. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. And keep casting magic. No! Get like, find the happy medium. Find the happy medium and cast magic. Are we at the happy medium? No, here comes this. Oh, no! Johnny Ruun's just gonna die up here if we're not careful. Johnny Ruun is taking so much damage. We are going to die. We're not gonna make it. We are not going to make it. Get him, Johnny Ruun. Get him. He shields himself from attacks. Eat the minnows. Eat the minnows. Run away. We do have prayers. These are physical attacks back here, right? I don't think we have pray from melee. We have protect from magic. Does anything here count as magic attacks? I kind of feel like no. Oh, run away, run away, run away. Run away. Okay, cast. Yes. Run. Cast. Run. Darn it! We might not need to run so far. Eat the tuna, don't die. Eat that tuna, you won't die. Oh, dear. Oh, no, Johnny Ruun, you fool! Don't run right through it. Why do I feel like everything here is like a... everything that it does is a melee attack. Protect from magic anyway. Attack it. Get it. I get it. Nope. Get over here. Johnny Ruun, we're running out of food, man. Johnny Ruun, I need you to attack. I need you to get it, my guy. Come on. Come on, Johnny Ruun. All right, now run away. We're just not fast enough for this. Okay, apparently those are magic attacks, so that's good that we figured that out. We don't really need to worry about those as long as our prayer stays up. Johnny Ruun, maybe just tank it. Maybe just tank the hits. Run. We're probably getting like, oh no! I thought we were praying for magic to avoid those. Johnny Ruun, get across the crack. I think the crack is the area we need to avoid. Now it's doing it again. Go, why are we even bothering? Johnny Ruun! We're gonna die! Attack it, Johnny Ruun! I think we did it! We should not have done that! We should not have survived! We should be dead! I think the game took pity on us just then! I didn't even see Johnny Ruun fire the last boss! You can't die to this boss, apparently. Well, that's good. Thank heavens.
You did it! You saved them! I never thought I'd see my friends and family again. Sarah Doman, bless you. Are you heading back to the mainland now?
No, we're gonna hang around here for a while. We're gonna turn off our prayer, which did nothing for us, as it turns out. Calculated. I don't think we did anything there in the final moments. I think the game made us win, to be quite honest. I don't think that we really contributed to that in any kind of way. Let's go activate that lodestone. Oh my goodness. I definitely don't feel like we should have survived that. I think the crack down the middle is where you were supposed to run to. Hello, can we not activate that? You can't activate that lodestone right now. I feel like we were doing more damage with melee. We probably should have just stood next to it and tanked it. I think we might have gotten somewhere there. Oh, we did eat every single ounce of our food and just barely did not die. So is there anyone else we can talk to around here? There's a couple of individuals. We got Ned over here.
To think I was almost turned into one of those things.
Wait, is that what they were doing? Everyone is safe now.
Yes, but for how long? The way things are going, to be better off living on the mainland.
Were they gonna... Do they turn people into those things? Is that how that worked? I wasn't following that.
You have delivered us from a terrible fate, my child.
You're welcome.
I always said you had potential, and I'm glad to see I was right.
What do you mean you always said? Do we know these people? Is Johnny Ruun from here? Johnny Ruun is from Tutorial Island. This must be a holdover from days gone by.
I'm glad to see I was right.
Yeah, no, I don't know if you've always said that. She kind of has the look about her of maybe a magical lady. So maybe she just saw us in a crystal ball at some point, right? Okay, the pods you saw with people stuck in them were the process of crabification. Sarah. Oh, what a buxom young lass. Is this our high school sweetheart? She can be our current sweetheart. Goodness me.
Looks like you saved the day. Don't you ever tire of being a fearless hero?
Don't you ever tire of having to be rescued? Good one. What, like that's happened before? I feel like there's a lot of like holdover dialogue from a time where this was where you started the game, right? Maybe? Nickman says, I've been wondering since the first video why so horny. Because Johnny Ruun has grown up on an island without any like girls his age. You look at everyone on Tutorial Island, they are all like old people. So Johnny Ruun is finally out and about in the real world and is excited to be meeting like, you know, buxom young lasses. And he can't control himself, but he is a nerd, so none of them are interested in him. Except for Sarah, maybe, who seems to be flirting with him. Like, look at her posture right now. She wants Johnny Ruun. But Johnny Ruun is such a goofball, he doesn't realize it. He's just like, man, she's such a good friend. I wish we could be more. And she's like, I want you, Johnny Ruun. He just doesn't get it. No, all right, I'll see you later. Hendrik, we have much to thank you for, my friend. You're welcome. May Sarah Doman watch over you. So, no, is it actually... I'm thinking all of this is a holdover from when this... Because I was informed earlier that apparently this region used to be the tutorial for a while. And I'm thinking none of the dialogue for this quest was ever updated. So everyone here, it just acts like you are still from here, even though canonically Johnny Ruun is not from here. As far as he remembers. Right? We don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
Are you heading back to the mainland now?
Yes, I am.
Hello, laddie. What can I do for you?
Absolutely nothing, no. Ask about a shadow over Ashdale. I guess we will.
Laddie, welcome back and congratulations. Sounds like you had quite an adventure. To think that those creatures were beneath that island the whole time makes my skin crawl just to think of it.
Is there a reward? You should have seen the size of the leader.
There are all kinds of things lurking beneath the surface of the world. Things most folks would turn and run from. But you stood your ground, laddie, and should be proud.
I wonder if there are any more of them beneath the island.
I dare say there are. Without their leader, they probably don't represent much of a threat. But it might be a good idea to go back to Ashdale once in a while and keep the numbers down.
But aren't they people? Shouldn't we try to find a cure? Is there a reward?
Oh, I nearly forgot. Here you go, laddie.
Yay, a whole quest point. It's so funny how you have quests like this that give you a quest point. And then there are quests where you give someone like, I don't know, a carrot. And you get 4 quest points or something. Some basic attack lamps, some really low level ones. 3 black pearls? What do I do with those? The fastest pearls in the ocean, you know. Access to new Ashdale combat area, including weekly Agoroth boss battle. I'm assuming they're getting rid of like dailyscape stuff. So is that going to survive? You can use this item to gain bonus XP. Oh, I didn't know that. In anything, presumably? We'll hold on to those. Actually, no, we won't. We're dumping them all into rune crafting. Yeah, look at that. We got 5. So when we go and do some rune crafting, we'll learn additional XP. And let's dump some into some other... Oh. Hopefully I can bank them. Yeah, go ahead and pop the rest of these. This would have been so much better if we did this quest, like, first out the gate. But, that's okay. There you go, everybody. That was a shadow over Ashdale. A good time, to be sure. I had fun with it. I mean, I got a little... Weekly seem like they're surviving. Okay, that's good to know. Got a little stressed out there at a couple of points, but overall we managed to survive, you know? We shouldn't have. I'm of the opinion, canonically, we absolutely should have died. We should not have survived that boss battle. The game just willed it to happen, though. The game willed me to waste all of my food on a battle, on a boss battle that it determined from the beginning we were going to win. Goodness me. go to the bank chest, get rid of all this extra stuff in our inventory. I was saying that we might do 3 quests today. Actually, I don't know if I ever actually said that when we started the stream, but that was my intention, was to do 3 quests today. And the last one that I was looking at today is going to be where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Have we scrolled past it like many, many times? Oh, Myths of the Whitelands. Talk to Explorer Jack in his house by the Lumbridge General Store. We have had access to that one for a long time now. I think we talked to this guy maybe in the very first episode of the Johnny Ruun Adventure series. And it's finally time to get it started and see what it's all about. Now, I think the Whitelands is actually where Violet is, which is interesting. I don't know if they had bigger plans at some point to turn that into a whole thing and just haven't done it yet. But talk to Emperor Jack.
Now, do you have a question about the task system? Or perhaps I know of a quest that might interest you?
I'd like to talk about a quest.
I did. So you're an adventurer. Spiffing. I can see the exploring fiber in you. Oh, that exploring flame in your eye. Just like me in my young days. Eager to discover and take on new challenges, eh?
So you're going to give me a quest?
A quest, indeed! A tale of riches is what you need, what?
Is it?
Yes, and I have just the thing. A snow imp wandered through my door the other day, and I, curious about foreign lands, as every good explorer should be, asked him for tales of his homeland.
And?
What a tale! He told me of priceless riches and knowledge hidden in the frozen caves in the land of snow. He also mentioned dark, sleek stones protected by a fearsome creature. Apparently, they are very precious and would make a fine addition to an explorer's collection. So, what do you say, chum? Will you get those precious stones for me?
Absolutely, I will.
Splendid! Now, do you have any questions?
We know how to get to the land of snow, but I guess we'll take it.
A good question indeed. I have an acquaintance who now lives in the Wizard's Tower. He's called Isidore. He'll take you there as long as you give him the teleport phrase, but you'll have to remind him every time. The poor chap has a memory like a sieve. And what you get for that's what you get for experimenting with magic all day, eh?
What teleport phrase? I can do without that ticking sound. It's driving me nuts.
Oh, yes, of course. Ectosum gillicendo. That's what the snow imp said.
Do I need to remember that? Is that like, does that change based on, like, everyone gets a slightly different phrase and I'm going to need to pull that one up later? I've got a picture of it now. How do you know the snow imp's tale is true?
I could see the truthfulness in his eyes. Plus, he explained how to get to the place. If the place exists, so much the riches.
Imps are not famed for being truthful. In fact, they're famous for being thieves.
Imps, yes, but not snow imps. Could it have been greed in his eyes? Well, if it was greed, then those riches are definitely valuable. Keep the explorer spirit, what?
All right, well, are there rewards?
Yes, indeed. I have a whole pile of old lamps I got from a certain alley. I can probably give you one if you're into antiques.
Is that it? For stones so precious?
Well, see. Once I see how valuable they are, if you do manage to find them.
Yeah, all right. Never mind. I guess we've got all the information we need. Bro, we have started the quest. Is it? What is that? Where's the ticking sound coming from? Oh, there we go. It's gone now. I thought it was the thing showing me where to go on the ground, but it didn't immediately go away. Righto! Myth of the Whitelands! I can get to the Land of Snow by talking to Isidore in the Wizard's Tower. I need to remind him the phrase. Oh, good. It's right there. Ectosum Glisindor. I should then explore the Land of Snow until I find the riches. I'm curious. I'm wondering if we can get there from the Land of Snow teleport. I know it very clearly wants... Oh, it's the grandfather clock in the building. Gotcha. That makes more sense. I'm assuming we probably will not be able to go there from here, which means we're going to have to go right back around here. But I'm curious to find out. Land of Snow. Let's go. it's probably not going to work. It's probably only going to give me the option to go back and see, because they probably want me to talk to the wizard anyway, have some dialogue with them, some kind of back and forth, some kind of chit chat. Nope. We got Violet is Blue 2 and Yeti Town from Violet is Blue. So that was a profound waste of time. What is closer to the Wizard's Tower? If we actually look at the map, probably the Lumbridge teleport, right? Whoa, oh, goodness me. Actually, maybe Draenor. They kind of look equidistant, honestly. But let's go to Draenor. We haven't been there today. This will be a good change of pace. Have we? Did we go to Draenor today? I don't think we've been to Draenor for any reason. Also, turn the lights back up. It's not dark and creepy anymore. Yet. I mean, I don't know what this quest has in store. Maybe it will get dark and creepy, but the Land of Snow is known for being a lovely holiday-themed environment. Oh dear, there's an evil tree. Do we want to go contend with that real quick? It's kind of a bit of fun, and you get a bit of XP for it. Why not? Let's go ahead and we'll contend with the evil tree. I don't even need to talk to the leprechaun. I've done this already. This will be nice and straightforward. Die, tree, die! Talk about a scary soundtrack. I should have left the lights dimmed. All right. Burn! Burn! Can we not burn it? Hello? You crouch to light the kindling. There we go. Strange process to get that started. How do you know that it's evil and not merely misunderstood? It's called Evil Tree. I don't think I can be confused about this. That's its actual title. Right? Like, I'm assuming it introduces itself like that. The fact that I can hover over it and it says Evil Tree suggests to me that it has a name tag. Also, when I look at that face, that's not the face of a misunderstood entity. That's the face of something that desperately wants to consume human flesh. And also, look how panicked the leprechaun is. Leprechaun are known for being very chill creatures. Actually, you know what? There is the Leprechaun series where he's like a horror creature, and he's played by Warwick Davis. Couldn't remember his name for a second. So I guess he's not super chill. I'm trying to think also the leprechauns in Luck of the Irish, the Disney film from back in the day, they're not super chill. So maybe actually factually they're not known for Evil Dave. Oh, that is a good counterpoint. Maybe Evil is just his first name. It might be a foreign name. His name, it might be like, we might even be pronouncing it wrong. It might be like Evil or something like that. Evil Trey, or maybe it's just Trey. Maybe two E's, maybe in like whatever dialect he uses, two E's in a row makes an A sound or like a Y sound. Well, that would just be Trey again, actually. Let's go! Mad levels here today, everyone. Very exciting. Did it say Harpy Lamp? What was that about? I didn't even see what it passed away too quickly. Yeah, so maybe he's not. Actually, now that I look at him, he doesn't seem evil. He doesn't look angry or like hell-bent on world domination. He kind of just looks like a bit of a sad boy, doesn't he? He sort of just looks a bit distraught. We could also just stand here and attack him, by the way. But, I don't know. I'm trying to light all four sides before we get in there and just start punching him. Maybe he's just an ant minding their own business, and you're killing this tree and bringing the rumbling down. What, the tree rumbling? That's actually a scary concept. Gigantic trees crushing the earth? I'd be down for it. I could think of worse ways to go out. They got weird little roots as well. So it wouldn't be like giant feet. Well, I guess ants actually have feet. Never mind, I take it back. I'm still picturing like giant rooted trees just pulling themselves up by their roots and walking around. The trees do that in Lord of the Rings as well. Because there's like the tree attack and there's also the ant attack. Oh, only in the extended edition do you get the trees walking around and then eating all the orcs. And you don't even get to see it. You just have to imagine what it looks like. Who is this an angel back here? Nord plays? My guy. He's got crystal wings. What a legend. I'm going to go ahead and assume, you know what? In order... See how this guy's panicking? if we go and talk to him and ask him about this tree, he's going to tell us it's an evil tree. And I don't want to question him. He seems like he would know. Right? I'm not here. Hold on. Did that even light on the front, or did that just light on the side? Am I just now realizing that you can light this on all, like, not just the four corners, but the diagonals as well? Interesting. I think that I'm learning that right now. Well, he's burning. Let's just go ahead and attack him. His roots will come back eventually, but I think we ought to be good to get him here. I don't know how long this takes. I don't think there's any way to find out. Inspect evil tree. It's a basic evil tree. There's no woodcutting or fire making requirements to interact with it. The tree currently has less than 50% of its health. You have helped, or your help has earned you 13% of your available rewards. 13%? We gotta step that up. We gotta step that up. It's below 50% with all the fires going and everything. I'm kind of like upset now that Nord Plays isn't getting involved. Oh, geez. Yeah, no, the roots are back here. What about you? Black Knight over there. Can I get it from the diagonal? Is that going to work, or do I need to take down the roots again? I could use some help with this wicked tree. I'm just going to say that into the air and see if anyone anywhere notices. The one other player on server 210, by the way, 210, place to be. The place to be. I don't think they're coming over here. I think they're too busy repeatedly chopping down this one willow tree. But very AFK. Like exceedingly AFK. Like the tree goes away and is gone for a while and they don't seem to notice. And then eventually they start getting it again. There was a part of me that thought maybe it's a bot. But I can say with almost absolute certainty that it is not a bot. Because the bot would be getting that tree. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Let's go. Here to help. Let's go! Is this someone from the chat? I want this to be someone from the chat. King, let's go! We're taking this sucker down. This is what it's all about right here. Making friends, killing trees, good stuff. Absolutely good stuff. The Mather One. What does that mean? Pontifex the Mather One. Oh, so its name is not Pontifex. A well-known figure. Mather One is a well-known figure? Interesting. Okay. It's kind of like how we have a title, but I can never remember what it's set to. Level 126, an absolute legend. Nickman says a well-known figure. Okay. Maybe he's just, yeah. No, look. Oh my gosh, we've gotten a level out of this. Let's go. I'm glad we paused for this. This has been great. We've got community building. We've got a leprechaun. We've got someone who is definitely not a... well, okay, they might still be a bot, but they're a very bad bot. They're not functioning very well. Or are they just hanging out and having a good time? Can we inspect this thing again and determine how far along we are? 45%? Did it say it's below 45%? Oh, in the oh! Okay, cool. Absolute legend over there. Well-known, a staple of the community. Okay, the roots are back. This is taking, like, longer than anticipated. I did one of these before. It'll be in an upcoming video that hasn't come out yet. I did the whole thing by myself, and it was done very quickly. Like, I feel like it was maybe half the time we spent here. Audio broke? Like, actually, Lucky Lou? Are you trolling me right now? Because I feel like I'm being, like, epically trolled. Who is this? DK Toad is also here to join in on the action. Let's go! Let's just say some cheesy things in the chat, get everyone hyped. We are legends. You know what's true. This moment is being immortalized for all time. So anyway, how's y'all's day going? Lucas, how's it going with the, what were you doing? You were swapping out some part of your car, I believe? Radiator, wasn't it? Did you manage to avoid drinking any sort of dangerous fluids? Been a dungeoneering kind of day. Almost 95, Nick, man. Hot dang. That is crazy. We're nowhere near that. We're currently at Dungeoneering level 28. We need to get the Old Man Rees account to 45 so that he can get to the other area in the Dwarven Mines. That's one of my like side projects. When I'm not playing Johnny Ruun, I'm playing Old Man Rees, which is what I renamed. For those of you who don't know, I've been recording bits and pieces of it. I might put together like one super video, but my first RuneScape account, originally called like Big Rees or something, later went on to be known as Brashiat Cub, is now known as Old Man Rees because the Brashiat Cub name has never been good, and I didn't care for it. So I changed it to Old Man Rees, and I've been trying to get his levels up. He's been doing a lot of mining. He's gotten a lot of mining levels. Reattaching every single hose clamp. Oh my goodness. Oh, everything is reattached except a hose clamp you can't get back on, and you're gonna buy a new one. Good. Yeah, that's good. Perfect call. A gambling ad is going on? That is a tragedy. If we have any kindling left over when this is all said and done, because I don't know if there's a reason to light additional kindling once it's on fire on all 8 sides, I guess. I know that you can put them like on the burning tree to get a bunch of extra XP pretty quickly. Look, Nordplays could be involved in this. Nordplays could be involved, could be over here helping out, be contributing to this, and instead they're just standing over there cutting down a willow. Now, where's the fun? And actually, it looks like they might be... it looks like they're actually just doing something with fletching, potentially. It looks like they might be fletching the logs, which is fair enough. %20 of its health, less than 20%. Okay, let's go. Hold on, did it say that I've already done enough to earn 100% of my rewards? Check that again. Yeah, okay. We could just sit on the ground and watch now, I guess. All these gambling ads make me want to stay away from Twitch more and more. Well, I'll tell you what, there is a platform that is fully supported by gambling that has no ads. If you go to kick.howdyfolks.net, you can watch this exact same stream right now, same quality as you're getting on Twitch, ad-free. I don't make any kind of money off of it, but you're more than welcome to head over there and watch without ads if you're so inclined. That's perfectly fine. Because let's be fair, off of Twitch ads, I'm basically not making any money either. If we're being serious right now, you know? Oh, good, the roots are back. I'm not too worried about continuing to deal damage to the tree, considering we have now gotten like 100% of our reward already, and we're just kind of waiting out the clock to kill this thing with all of its fire and whatnot. I do love the leprechaun. He's an adorable little fellow, and he just runs around screaming and dancing in place. A very good time. Let's go. Are we, like, clipping through one another now, I guess? Ooh, interesting. So YouTube streams don't work with Brave browser on mobile. That's unfortunate. Can I ask what kind of phone do you have? Are you on iOS or Android? Because there are some pretty decent YouTube app alternatives on Android. I main an iPhone, but I do have an Android phone for work. And you're on an iPad. Well, there you go. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's not unfortunate that you have an iPads are great. Nothing wrong with an iPad, but it does mean you've missed out on some of the... they will not be named alternatives, right? There's some would even say more advanced than YouTube alternatives out there. There's actually some really solid ones, including some that like don't need an account, which are cool. None of which will be, you know, but there's always something new in the pipe, right? That you can use. Am I being subtle? Are my references to these things subtle? Is everyone picking up what I'm saying? But not on, you know, the iPad, unfortunately. I don't know if there are any alternatives to Brave browser that would kind of accomplish all the same things while supporting YouTube. One to look for might be, I don't know if you've tried the Mulvad. Do they have a mobile browser with Mulvad? So Mulvad is a VPN supplier, one of the better ones that you can get. But they also have like a custom Firefox browser. Excuse me. A custom Firefox browser on desktop. Mulvad browser. And they might have it for iOS as well. Give me a moment here to check. Get Mulvad browser. Maybe not. Maybe not, sadly. I guess I could have actually put in the words iOS. We've leveled up again, by the way, by just attacking this silly tree. I know that there's also a DuckDuckGo. Oh, it works well with YouTube, but not streams. I see. Okay. I was gonna say DuckDuckGo has a browser also that you might consider looking at that I have used a few times and is pretty decent. All right, tree. We've been here long enough. I'm growing weary of you. Less than 10% of its health. I need you to be dead. I need you to go. I regret stopping. I wish I had continued on my way. I wish that we had not decided to linger here. This is taking too long. We've got an ongoing quest. We need to get to the White Lands. We need to get to the Land of Snow. They take so long. They really do. Whoa! Now hold on. What was that menu? Oh, I think he got whipped. DK Toad's been whipped. Oh, jeez. It's putting up a big old final fight in its final moments. Yeah, there we go. I literally got like 2 chops in on that. Oh, it's not done. I thought we had defeated it. I don't know where I got the idea that we had defeated it. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. DuckDuckGo doesn't do much on iOS. The browser? I haven't actually ever tried to like watch a video using the DuckDuckGo browser. I have it on my phone. I don't have I ever opened it? See, now this is what we're so aggressively AFKing this stream right now that we are now going to launch the DuckDuckGo browser. We're gonna do a live test of whether or not I can watch my own stream on it. Let's go. youtube.com/@Howdy Folks LP. This is it. This is the moment of legend. Opening up the live stream. Getting an ad, unfortunately, because I'm not signed into my YouTube account. Skip, please. Skip. There we go. Oh. It's playing back the video. The video is playing back. Is there chat? The tree is dead, by the way, everyone. The tree is dead. I can't figure out how to get the YouTube chat open is the only downside. Which is probably maybe potentially the exact same problem you're having. I would assume. Yeah, you don't want the ads. That's fair. Okay, inside the hollow stump you found... Well, you know what I can do for you? Hold on. I got you, bud. I got you. Watch this. Okay, monetization for this stream is off. There you go. You can come over to YouTube now. Thanks for your help, lad, and all of that. Thanks. Wait, legends are leaving. Great work, team. Can use those on here. They get like a nice big old dose of XP on each time. Okay. I do want to go bank the rest of this. I don't think we need it. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. YouTube streams are not big money makers. So it might take like a couple seconds. You might have to refresh the page a couple of times for there to be no ads, but they should be off now. Gonna bring some trout with me just in case. And we'll be on our way. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, hopefully YouTube works for you. Let me know. Let me know. If it starts playing ads again, it'll be a YouTube thing, not a me thing. because I've got them turned off. Sometimes YouTube will just show people ads anyway. Like if you leave a video's monetization settings off, or like even a live stream's monetization settings off, it'll just ignore you. So we got one of the requirements for Lost City and one of the requirements for Summer's End, as well as the Harpy Bug. It did say Harpy Bug Lantern. Okay, well that's good to know. Oh, by the way, we only need one more level to have a total of 700, which is pretty exciting. Now, let's see who we're supposed to be talking to. I've already forgotten. We spent... Oh, Isidore. Okay. We spent so much gosh darn time fighting that tree that I completely lost the thread of what we're meant to be doing. Take me up just one floor, please. That's right. We're still in the middle of a quest. We've only just begun. All right. Isidore should be... maybe like one floor up from here, possibly? Oh, right there.
Oh, hello there. Can I do anything for you?
I think that's the only little bit of voice dialogue we're going to be getting. I'm a friend of Explorer Jack and need teleporting. Oh!
Very well then. Here you go.
I take it back!
Ecto sum licendo.
So we didn't even have to say it to them. I appreciate the VA work when I don't have to read. It's wonderful. It saves my voice a lot as well. So that's the exit portal to get back out of here if we need to. I think I see what this is. I think I see immediately what's going on here. Yes, indeed. So in order to get to there, we probably need to hit that patch of ice right there. A little bit of trial and error here ought to get the job done. I think we just nailed it. I wish I could say that was a tremendous amount of just mental fortitude on my part in order to get us to this point. But no, in fact. I was just kind of randomly doing my best. Squeeze through the cave entrance. Oh, for the next 2 minutes, by the way, we can... magical log banking ability. I forgot about that. We should have gone and chopped down some willows! Oh, I forgot all about it. Okay, that's all right. We were just doing it for the lulz anyway. So I see that, unfortunately, we're not quite done yet. But once again, we're just kind of lucking our way through here. Is that what this entire area is? Is this entire place just an ice puzzle? Consistently more complicated? Oh, no. That's what it is. It's the whole thing as well, isn't it? Great. Just wonderful. What a quest. What an absolute quest. Wait a minute, what? Oh! Oh, this must be the hidden knowledge Explorer Jack was talking about. I should probably focus on getting the stones to Explorer Jack first, though. What? Oh, darn it. I thought I just, like, inadvertently stumbled upon the secret route to get us there, when in fact I did no such thing. So that's only going to take me back and forth there, is what you're saying. There's no other reason to be over there. That's unfortunate. What happens if we walk, like, right there? Nope. Nope. Son of a gun. No, no. I need to reset. I need to get back to the beginning of the... No! No, I didn't tell you to do that! This was originally a Christmas event in 2009. Is everything that takes place in this land a Christmas event from back in the day? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what we're learning today? Because it kind of feels that way. Because that was the same with, I think, both of the Violet is Blue quests. Is the goal to eventually convert every past Christmas event into some sort of thing you have to do around here? Well, son of a gun! That's not what we wanted. Okay. If I, from here, go that way... That's not what I meant to do. Usually, yes. Okay. Listen, nobody get impatient. Okay, that's just not gonna do it. It's just not gonna do it. I'm trying to figure out. We got to get like stuck right there, which means we got to slide at it from over there, which means we have to get over here somehow. So let's just take the most easiest and obvious route. Oh, if it turns out to be just this simple, I'll be very upset. I think it's gonna end up being this simple though. We just got to get stuck right there. Is... Okay. What? We did like a weird loop. We did some kind of weird like curve. We like bent time and space. Did y'all see that? So I think we do actually want to get up there this time. So it's actually been firmly canonized in the lore. All right. Well, that's kind of fun. If we zoom over here first, we can sidestep into this. And then sidestep to here. And then sidestep to here. And get right where we want to be. So this was their idea for the big Christmas event one year. Was to just have a series of ice puzzles. No cute little characters, no Santa's workshop. Just this. Oh dear, oh dear. And I wasn't around in... Well, no, you know what? Actually, you say in 2009. Is that right? 2008. I was playing the game. 2008 would have been like prime time for me. Did I do this and I just don't remember it? You know what? There were definitely periods where I didn't play the game and I missed certain like key events. This seems like it could have very well have been one of them. Hold on. I actually did not want to go over here. The quest was just a part of it. I see. Okay. Perfect. I don't know. I'm learning that there's a lot of things I did when I played the game originally that I don't remember. Oh my gosh! That's the Mather one in the chat right now. I've only just now realized what came and aided us earlier in fighting the demon tree. Welcome. I don't know how I didn't pick up on that sooner. Welcome to the chat on YouTube. No, what I was gonna say is that I've learned going through the Old Man Rees account and just looking at like completed quests and things that we apparently did a lot of things that I just don't remember on that account. I completed quests like I did not think I this entire time was like, oh yeah, I remember not completing the underground path quests because it was like too freaky. It seemed too complicated and spooky and risky. No, I completed it. I don't know when, but at some point I completed it. So, that's fun. Yeah, it's not gonna work. A lot of quests have changed now too. Yeah, I've done quite a few of the new ones. I've enjoyed a lot of them. I really like the new Rune Mysteries. My position has been that I don't know why that needed to replace the original, but I did enjoy it. I thought it was really good. And the new bead quest, like the imp catcher quest, is just so much. Hold on, is it that straightforward? Is so much better than the original. Like, it is such a good quest now, with good little funny bits of dialogue and everything. Oh no! All right, I see. Explains why that one is so straightforward. I wonder where we need to go. I would guess up there. That looks like a crack in the wall, but can we actually get through that crack in the wall? Actually, there's... I don't know what we need to do. Oh, do we have to actually, like, get up there further back? Yeah, okay. That's got to be what we're supposed to do. That seems straightforward enough. Hopefully, once we start sliding, we don't stop. I kind of assumed this was going to be a similar situation to before, where it was, like, secret knowledge that we weren't privy to just yet. I wonder if that's just going to be, like, the quick and easy way out. All right, now, is this complicated? Do I have the potential to fall? What do I need to do here? Hello? What? Now, was I supposed to do something while I was down there? What? Hello? What do you want from me, game? Literally nothing else to interact with. Squeeze through cave. We can't reach that. Am I supposed to, like, knock things over into here? It would make sense if there was like big old ice spires. The hint is in your checkbox. The Yeti scream echoes and the cave quakes lightly. Should I make him keep like shouting? Is that what you're saying? I think that's probably what we're supposed to do. Okay, back through we go. We got to go get the Yeti to shout again and again and again until he becomes the architect of his own undoing, which seems straightforward enough. Not quite? Oh, dear. Do I need to make some weird noise? You feel the leprechaun's magic slowly fade away. No, that's not it. Yeti screams, echo in the cave. You slide back out of the room. Well, looking in this room, I don't see anything else I could do. I don't see anything else that's interactable. Oh! Oh, look right there. Look at a push stone block. Don't worry, everybody. I've figured it out. We're getting there. We gotta actually, like, line up behind it, though, is the only problem. Let's see. There we go. I say problem, but I've already found the solution. And there's another one right here. Hello? You can't push the stone block while standing on the ice. Gosh darn it. It's gonna be one of those sorts of things, isn't it? Okay, that's alright. That's fine. I already see the pattern that needs to be taken here. In many ways, this makes it easier. Because I can already tell exactly what we have to do. Yeah. No, this is good. It just requires a couple of extra steps. Now, surely this is going to push it too far. Guys, listen. I'm not saying I'm not having a wonderful time right now. I want it firmly established that I'm having a grand old time. It's just, there's a part of me that wonders, and not to complain, I did just make a mistake, by the way. Nothing I'm doing right now is intentional. Should this have been a quest, you know? Did this need to be a... Did this need to be a quest? This is up there with all the other greats, right? Think about all the great quests in this game. Monkey Madness, you know, Dragon Slayer, Recipe for Disaster, One Small Favor, you know? Think about the quests with good stories, the ones that mean something. Did we also need to have Slide Around on Ice quest? I guess no one's making me do it. At the end of the day, you can't really complain about content that you aren't forced into and that you are choosing to engage with of your own free will. This is my own fault that this is happening right now. I'm not gonna lie. There's a part of me that's actually enjoying this a lot. Hello? What is the problem? What was all that about? Beat it. Beat it. Beat it! Alright, I'm gonna say that was a draw, even though it stopped moving before we did. I'm gonna say that was a draw there. There's some aspect of this is tickling my lizard brain, and I'm enjoying it. So I can't really complain. I don't know if it makes for great streaming content, though, is my only concern. Remember that time that I was on a ship being attacked by Cthulhu and freaking out? That seemed like some high-quality content there. That was definitely 10 out of 10. This right here, I don't know. Well, I guess you'd all have to be the judge of that. Hard to say. Man accidentally clicks ice in same place twice. I don't know. Maybe that's some people's favorite kind of content. Let's go. Oh, interesting that... I kind of expected that once we got going, we would just slide all the way through to the end, which I thought would have been kind of funny. Alright, we've made it up here. I see that we have a pipe. It looks like a pipe. Can we not, like, bellow into it or something? I've got a fish. Use trout on pipe? Shoot, I think we've missed something. along the way. There is whatever this is, though. Oh, right on. So now we know that we can use the pipe. Hey! Hey! Oh, poor fella! We've caused him to become distraught. An impressively hairy ape-like creature. Why is this one not like Violet's parents? Why is it dense? What's that all about? Are there different like types of oh, hold on, wait, no, there's a thing over there. Is that another one that we can't interact with right now though? Probably secret knowledge that we can't engage with. Yeah, no, okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Hello. I gotta stop doing that. Easy does it, buddy. Yeah. I guess there's just different types of Yetis. It makes sense. Does a Bigfoot and a Yeti, are they in the same sort of like classification? I mean, this might be spoilers for future quest content, but do Bigfoot, Big Feet, even ever make an appearance in RuneScape? Because I feel like they should at some point. You know that enchanted valley you can get to in one of the quests? I can imagine there being a Bigfoot there, just stomping around. He doesn't even need to be like a boss that you can fight. He just needs to be a fella. It'd be great if he was sort of like a hippie. He's like, welcome to the Enchanted Valley, man. Dude, just be chill, man. Don't be weird. Pick up the stone. You pick up the stones, they are very cold. Bro, examine those stones. It's his riches. They have a suspicious look to them. Do I just take them back now? I use the megaphone. The Yeti appears to have passed out. I picked up the stones. I should return them to Explorer Jack. I guess we could just fast travel out of here. I kind of want to try to get like up next to the Yeti, but hold on. Once again, this might be something here. This might be something. Are we thinking thumbnail? Maybe? Potentially? Oh, jeez. Oh, that's the problem. You crank up the speed so you can, like, get the camera in position a little bit quicker, and then it's just crazy. Spoilers, I guess. Maybe not good content. Maybe not good thumbnail content. Get out. Get out. I can't wait to find out what Explorer Jack says all of this is about. Wait, what? The Enchanted Valley is supposed to be part of the same world as the Land of Snow? Is that true? Really? I didn't know that. We're learning lore. We're learning, like, detailed and important lore here. Also, we're not going to fast travel out of here. We're going to do it properly. The way the game intended us to do it. By very slowly. I feel like there needs to be more Land of Snow content. They needs to be tied together in some way. Because you got the 2 Violet is Blue quests. And you have this. And they're just not connected. They're disparate, separate pieces. And they need to be combined together. And the portal should be able to take you to both. They should be in the same sort of larger overworld. After completing this quest, coming back here, I should be able to walk from here to Violet's house. Jagex, get on it! I know you're not working on anything else right now. Aside from, like, a whole combat overhaul, apparently. And, like, a bunch of other stuff. I know you got leaks coming out for old school here soon. See, that's weird right there. I don't actually know how to get back over there to the entrance. Hold on, this might be tricky. Or maybe not. Do we already try going diagonal here? Oh no. Remember that whole thing I said earlier about how we're definitely not going to fast travel out of this? I'm starting to have second thoughts about that, everybody. I don't know about that at all. I'm starting to think that maybe we will actually just fast travel out of this. Oh, hold on. No, never mind. I figured it out. Very basic. Very simple. No, we're getting there. There we go. Back out we go. I see there's lore in the chat there. Okay, hold on. Let me get out of here, and then we'll read about it here in a second. We'll get all the lore. I still like my idea for a hippie character. Have I talked about my brilliant quest idea that I had when I was like 13? Oh, looky there!
Hey guys, there he is. You're right. What's that in your bag? I know.
What's going on here?
We pranked ya. It's quite funny.
Wait a second. Who are you? Wait a minute. I've got a kazoo for this exact moment. Wait a minute. Who are you? It's a very specific reference.
We're snow imps. Marius here got questioned by a nosy, greedy, and generally annoying explorer when we were on a mission in Gillinor. I was teaching him a lesson. Ya don't bother, snow imps. I told the explorer about a very valuable riches here in the land of snow. But in fact, the riches are just Yeti dung.
Ugh, gross.
He's all right now, but let them saw out to be the worst smell ever. Yeah. He sent you though, and you're not so annoying.
Thanks, I guess.
So, we's telling you the truth. Also, we help you, otherwise, it's you who'll smell. He's smelling already though. Oi! He's gonna enchant the dung so you'll only saw when you give it to someone else. And so you can teleport with it. Because if you try to teleport out of here without it being enchanted, at best it won't let you, and at worst it'll vanish. Weird stuff, Yeti dung.
Okay, well, I'm glad we didn't try. Because we would have had to go through all that again to get more, I guess.
There you go. Teach that explorer a good lesson.
What a bunch of nerds. What a bunch of dweebs. Get out of here. Let's go. I can see the exit from here. We're so close now. So close I can almost taste it. We're not fools. Yeah, we're not fools. Oh, we might be fools. Yeah, no, we're shooting right past it. Okay, we are fools. No. Oh, jeez. Y'all see that misclick there for a second? Okay. Actually, I don't know what to do there. I think maybe we were on the right track, but we shouldn't have taken that step to the side. I think now we ought to have it from right here. Yeah, there we go. We should clip right there. Yeah. Everything's good. All right. The final step and we're out of here. You can't reach that, the game says. You're not just going to walk to it? I forgot where that was going to take us. Take me back to Lumbridge, please. I was very confused when we arrived here in the Wizard's Tower, where Johnny Ruun is convinced that he lives, by the way, and these are all of his friends. I was bewildered and kerfuffled and confused. Not kerfuffled. I've never been kerfuffled, but I was confused as to how we ended up in a tower. But no, it came back to me at the last possible second. Why did we go to Varrock? That's not what we want to do at all. That was the wrong thing to do. That's awkward. I was genuinely, when I zoomed out, so deeply confused about what happened to Lumbridge. I was like, well, there's the castle. Why are there wizards here? In my Lumbridge, I think not. Let's find this gentleman. Just run. Just get a move on, big fella. It's all good. We're close now. We're so close now. Get this dung out of our bag. Take it by the laundromat. Get it cleaned out. We're going to have to eat this food. It's been in there. I mean, the dung's been frozen. All right, Jack, I'm back.
So, how can I help you?
I'd like to ask you about the myth of the Whitelands.
Welcome back! Have you found the stones?
I have indeed. Look at them.
They look fascinating. Oh, they're very cool, too.
Yeah, sure. They're probably frozen, although they seem to be thawing.
Oh, flabbergasting!
I just remembered I must be off. I'm late for a very important date. Somewhere else. Did you mention a reward?
Yes, indeed. Please take this old lamp. I'll study the stones, and if they are valuable, I might be able to reward you more.
The opportunity to discover hidden wisdom, whatever that means, which requires 30 crafting, 55 agility, and 80 woodcutting, so no time soon. Not going to be getting around to that. Should we try let's actually rub the antique lamp. How much XP are we talking? Does it scale? It's a flat 500 no matter what. We don't think we ought to put that in. Y'all, you discuss it in the chat amongst yourselves, okay? Y'all discuss in the chat what you think we ought to dump the lamp into. In the meantime, I'm going to talk to him again. I was asking about the White Lands.
I haven't made any progress with the stones. Please come back later.
Okay. He'll figure that out, I'm sure. Apparently, he's got like a mini game here. Oh, this must be who I talked to.
I'll just fill your inventory with what you need then. There you go.
Sorry, wait, what is all of that? Hold on, wait, what is all of that? Wait, what did I just do? Claim rewards. What are these rewards from? What did I do? I've got an air talisman, a magic staff, and a bunch of raw herring, and I'm not sure if I deserve it. I'm not sure if I deserve literally any of that. What a strange gentleman. What a legend, though. That's, okay, you know what? Air talisman, I've got a lot of them. Oh, you know what? The bank is over here now, isn't it? There's like a chest over there we can go engage with. He's rewarding me for doing achievements. Okay. Well, that's helpful. I guess I have done a few of them. So let's just, obviously I don't think I can put the lamp in here. So we'll just go back up there. And I've gotten 0 feedback in the chat as to what we ought to dump the lamp into. So I'm just going to pick at random here. Well, not at random. We'll put some thought into it. We'll put some thought into this. So, you know, if we dumped that into archaeology or necromancy, we could max out one of these two in terms of how far. No, sorry, not necromancy. Divination. We can max out how far we can get with free to play. With these, herblore, yeah, not a member. I can hold on to it till membership, but that'll be a while. I'm tempted to go rune crafting because I don't care for it, and that's gonna get us to our next level. What can we get at our next level? Nothing until level 9. We can do earth runes. That's something. That's something to consider. Like, is there anything that's close to going off and 500's going to get us there? Almost ranged, which has to be leveled up anyway. Nope. We could go for fire making and just get level 34 fire making, which gets us nothing. Literally nothing. I'm going to put it in crafting. You know what? It's going into crafting. There's no turning back now. It's done. Your wish has been granted. You've been awarded 500 crafting XP. Let's go. What can we craft now? We can... Oh, that's actually a decent one. I forgot about being 700 total. Let's go. That just got so invigorating. All right. We can make spider silk robe tops now if we need to. The Blightleaf Hood in Daemonheim, and the Sapphire Amulet, which is actually a pretty decent unlock. Very pleased about that. Cool! We've knocked out a few more quests. Making our way, I mean, we could just go do Dragon Slayer. We've got the one requirement it has. But we're going to pretend like all of these are a requirement, so we still got to do Beneath Cursed Tides. I'm back and forth on whether or not we're going to do the Gower Brothers quest first. It says it's 6th age, but it doesn't have the warning that you typically have where it's like, oh, the gods are back, so I think we're probably fine to do it. It's not canonical, except for where it is, which is an intriguing description of a quest. Can't wait to see what the Gower Brothers are up to now that they've been sucked into the video game that they helped create. A true nightmare. I don't know what Once Upon a Slime is. I don't know if I've ever seen this quest before. I've probably... That and One Piercing Note I have scrolled past I don't know how many times, and I don't know what either of them are. Sister Katharina outside the Kithrade Abbey east of Al-Kharid. We'll save that for getting over to some desert stuff. We'll get over there. Okay, that's fine. And then Once Upon a Slime is talk to Peter and Remington. What is this? What is this quest? And then we've just got, obviously we've got, you know, Benedict's World Tour, which is also 6th age. And it says, like, that's relevant. It takes place after the events of The World Wakes. Maybe we should wait till after membership. Maybe we should hold off, you know? It has a lot of 6th age references, though. Well, then we're going to give it a skip. We're definitely going to give it a skip. We're talking about Gower's Brothers right now. We'll give it a pass for the time being, and we'll come back to it later. Three's Company. This one's still weird to me because it's like technically the first quest in the Fremennik saga. And it's like Daemonheim related, which is weird as well. Because I've already found that frozen bear and I've unlocked what's-his-face. The Skaldron fellow. But I don't know if I want to start that until, like, again, we're members and ready to start doing Fremennik things. So we might forego that one. That one's 6th age. We might forego it. Forego Missing Presumed to Death. We already know that one. Forego Gower's Brothers quest. With that in mind, it's just Beneath Cursed Tides, these two, and these 3 are all that remains before we make the jump to membership. Which, Song of the Depths. I think we could technically do this one. Doesn't this one recommend good combat equipment and food might be useful? Yeah, I think we're good to go there. We got plenty of strength. The Soul's Bane. This is the one I was thinking of, where it recommends ranged or magic to defeat level 50 to 58 enemies. So probably need to get my ranged or magic up a little bit. And then Stolen Hearts. It's not really related to the desert stuff. It's one of those early game quests made to show you how good quests can be. Okay, but it is in the desert. So I'm going to probably do Stolen Hearts and one Piercing Note back to back. Because we haven't done anything in the desert, and we're trying to keep up this ridiculous ruse that everything that happens to Johnny Ruun is in like some sort of chronological order, and it all makes sense based on what he's up to and where he's going. And he hasn't gone to the desert yet, so we'll save those for his eventual journey to the desert. Now, I was going to actually... wait, what? Fremennik Sagas does not tie in with Fremennik Quests? You play as a different character instead of yourself? What? Oh, is that the dream thing that What's-His-Face told us about? So we're actually going to go into like a weird dream situation. So I have to find like a bunch of these is what you're saying. Well, let's wait till we have more of them. I don't know. It might have incredible rewards that make it worthwhile to do right now, but I feel like that's just going to be a tease for other members' content that we can do down the line that we're not going to do right now, you know? I think what we'll probably end up doing is... I was going to say, should we do Once Upon a Slime, but then I noticed what time it is, and I probably should go. So I think we're going to wrap things up here for right now. They're like flashbacks. All right. Okay. I think that the next time we stream... Well, I don't know, I had a lot of fun doing this. I might stream future quests as well, future recording sessions, if y'all would be interested in that. And I definitely want to stream doing Dragon Slayer, because I think that would be a fun one to stream through. But we are going to call it for now. So like I said, there's a lot of stories that take place between the last video that came out and this stream. So sorry if that's confusing. I'll probably leave this stream unlisted for the time being. So if you have notifications enabled and you got a notification that the stream is up with it unlisted, you can still get back to it, or you can bookmark it, or I'll put it. I'll tell you what. I'll put it in a playlist, and the playlist will be public, but the video will be unlisted, so you can find it from the playlist. Does that sound good? And then I will set it to public or do something with it once we actually catch up on all the recorded episodes that are kind of a little bit far behind. But there's a lot more Johnny Ruun. I almost said Johnny Quest. It's just now occurred to me that Johnny Ruun is questing, and there's a TV show called Johnny Quest from back in the day. All entirely unintentional. None of that was planned. Until next time, thank you folks all so much for tuning in. God bless each and every single one of you. And I will see you later, hopefully, to do some more questing. Goodbye.